They're like, wait, what? I'm like, if you watch the stream, you'll find out.
Y'all don't recognize.
Like I saw that on there, and I was like, yeah, she is.
Yeah, it's like the third time. Y'all better recognize.
I was trying to because it said hobbies. I was trying to do collecting, but I couldn't find anything that was good enough, like a gift that was good enough for collecting. Mm-hmm. So then I was like, you know what? Screw it. Winston is my hobby.
She has two hobbies: collecting Winston and collecting Winston.
I was just about to say collecting.
Hello, good to see Phantom, Lord Forth, Myamorph, and already a sub from Machik. Thank you so much. And our late entrant at all times is Rory, and he has joined us, but we are appreciative. He is worth the wait every single time. Our resident gnome. And let me check the cameras, make sure everything is lined up. And close this.
I just naturally know to turn off my video.
Yeah, everybody's in the right spot. It's awesome. No, you're fantastic. Everybody's in the right spot. And let's kick off our pre-roll. Thank you everyone for joining us. It's going to be a fun night tonight, aka deadly. But whatever, it's still fun. And
How much time left do I have to eat my salad?
You're gonna have to turn off and on again there.
Oh, Ali B! Hello, Ali B! Ali B! Hey, Rory Gimbal, I don't know what happened. I don't know. So somehow, yep, there you go.
Oh, I know.
There you go. You got it. Thank you.
I will be back in 2 shakes of a leg.
You're fine. We've got at least 3 shakes before we're live, so. Whoops. Sorry. Hit the wrong button. I'm so good at that.
There we go.
So let's walk through. So you've got the Slough Mountains, the steppes, the dry. This actually leads into the wastes in the western part. That's going to be a great story in the upcoming Orth Journal 34. It's going to be all about the happenings there in the dry steppes and the wastes in the southwest part of the continent. And then, of course, as you get into the north, you go past the area of the tiger nomads. It's so much fun to read all the Gygax novels on these. They cover so much of this area. But then you get to the land of Eos. This is evil incarnate, Daraka, evil, demonic, and devilish activity. Hey, Ajax27, good to see you. The way of the wrong button, I learned that from Jay. I really did. The Shield Lands, what a great area. Anyone that wants to start a Greyhawk campaign, the Shield Lands are such a great area to do that in. And then, of course, you head off to the eastern part of the continent, the Great Kingdoms, the Imperial Lands, all of these, like, such rich history. Then you have, of course, the central cities there and Roxas. All of these little symbols, the fire, the lightning, they have meaning behind them in our campaign. Then you come across the narrow straits, over the Gernot Straits, into Pomars. And of course, when you're in Pomars, you're butting up against the lands of Ulek, where Lord Gusumba's campaign reigns. And the Order of Ulek up through those mountains, the Ritter's March, and Oakenburg and Treeholm, and Ultima, the Free City, Horwood, all of that incredible areas up there as you get up into Selene. Then we cross over to the Nom de Guerre, the Centrality, Greyhawk, the Free City, the City of Commerce, the City of Intrigue, the City of Nefarious Doings. Then you come to the west side through Valuna into the core of where D&D started. Hamlet, the Cron Hills, all of these areas back from the 70s with Gygax. We're right back there. So much fun. Now, we're going to talk about our sponsors here, but let's start with our original sponsor, the first sponsor, Dragon Crafting Guild. John at DCG, incredible products, our first sponsor. Nat 20s, except not really. And we coined that here on Blue Box, and he liked it so much, he's adopted it as his logo. Then a big thanks, as always, to Atris Minis. One of the, well, several Atris Minis are featured tonight, but the principal villain, that ridiculous-looking red dragon with the Orcish warlord Storgajol atop it, is an Atris Mini, as are all of our minis that are painted on the table today, with the exception of Millie. Hers is still a custom painted mini by Evelyn. Everything else is from Atris. He is incredible. And then also Frederica Draws. All the artwork that you're going to see tonight, including, I have now added the custom Winston bust to every single screen. So wherever Shorewin is, you're going to see Winston as well. And by the way, it's so poetic that he is betwixt Shorewin and Lilith. On every single screen except one. So that's super fun. Then Mantic Games, the makers of Terrain Crate. They can't see you yet, but bring that up again in a second. We're still on our starting screen. Mantic Games, Terrain Crate, such cool stuff they have. They're shipping us a bunch of things that we're going to be giving away. They're going to be featured on our table. They're going to be used on Virtual Greyhawk Con, which we're going to talk about in a second. This is going to be a fantastic sponsor. We are so thankful to them. And then last but not least, our newest sponsor, Cozy Gamer. We gave away 2 sets of these dice. I've got more dice here and more dice coming. Very cool. Check out their Etsy shop. Check out Cozy Gamer. Fantastic dice. Sponsor of Blue Box. We are so thankful. Phantom, Steve, Bloodwell, Retro. Good to see all of you. I almost greeted the Nightbot. That would have been a real fail. And here we go. We are live. And thanks for everybody joining us. We're going to do our intros. We're going to do what happened last time. But before we get to all that, of course, we've got to start with our 2 stars today. The Monster Monday star, Josh, and now the Cavalier Life star, Terry. So we're going to start with you, Josh, today. Give us Monster Monday, and then tell us, once the vote happens, we'll wait for a second, and then tell us about your character, his level, class, race, and anything else you'd like us to know about Brim. Josh.
Cool. Go to shell, bro. My hide harder than stone. You better hope you don't go alone. Upon these tides rises my hide, nothing to be left but bone. Against the wake you shake, paddling faster for your sake. Your party scatters, you're my party platter, a delicious meal you'll make. My maw opens wide, you prepare for my insides. But as you stop worrying a lot, you hear the steam rise high. Your flesh it sizzles and boils. Party still fights and toils. Your life is mine, tonight I'll dine, much better than any dragon that could fly. What creature am I?
Ooh, an interesting little tidbit there at the end. Some funny stuff there, Xtort. 11 out of 10 red dragons prefer the smooth, smoking flavor of a Winston. I love the Mad Chatters. If you didn't know you're a Mad Chatter, anybody that's in this chat right now on Blue Box, your nomiker, it's like the 6-man award. You are the Mad Chatters. You always bring so much to the show. A dragon turtle is the guest from Steve.
And Steve, you are correct with a dragon turtle.
Let's go, Myamorph and Steve! Congratulations! All right, so go ahead and tell us about Brim. Again, character, level, class, anything else you'd like us to know about Brim. We'll work our around. Terry, you're going to go last, and you can do your same thing, and then your character. Go ahead, Josh.
My name's Brim. I'm a level 3, half ogre fighter who's staring down a red dragon wishing to liberate it.
Okay. All right. Let's go to Millie.
Muted.
You're muted.
Oh.
Yeah.
It happens to
How
all
about I
of
do
us.
that?
No worries.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mary Millie von Tomps, and I am a half-elven swashbuckler, level 3. I love whiskey and Lilith and shiny things, and I'm currently hurting a whole lot, and they tore my coat, and I'm really upset.
All right, let's go to Lilith, the absconder of all things Winston. You're muted also. All right, everybody, remember, when I call on you, unmute.
To BlueBoxRPG, where everybody starts muted. Okay, sorry. Hello, I'm Lilith. She is a Grugrass Druid, Wild Elf. She loves Millie. She's won Millie's heart. We are sisters, bonded for life. She also loves Winston. Winston for life. And she has oddities in her pocket. We'll find out what's in there.
Oddities. And I love the Winston for life. Well done.
For life.
All right, let's go to the ever-celebrated Gimbal.
So my name is Gimbal. I'm amazingly 3 foot tall and ironically level 3 illusionist wizard. Hopefully one of those gets bigger, but anyways. Yeah, I'm everyone's friend and got a lot going on. Almost dead.
Okay, so no, I'm gonna push you a little bit more, Gimbal. I don't normally do this on the intros, but I think for some of our newer viewers, tell us about like what Gimbal has gone through recently, and the folks that he's with now, because it's so important to the story.
So recently, I met this group of people and we went on some adventures and I was joyous and loving and having a lot of fun. And then I died. I came back. My companions valiantly fought for me to come back to life, quite literally. And some things have sort of changed for me in a weird way. Now we are here facing these orcs that are near my homeland, my clan, threatening their space.
All right, and you're so these, which we have come to know as the Guardians, some sort of nomenclature that you established while you were here, and you all have robes that are similar. You took one of those robes with those, you're wearing it there, and they have these vertical inscriptions that go down them. One of the Guardians was lost. They perished in the combat that ensued after your resurrection, and it's a very interesting thing happening with that story now. All right, let's go. Last but not least, Terry. So before you go into Shorewin, no, go ahead. Start with Shorewin. Tell us about Shorewin, class level, all that, and then give us the Cavalier's life.
Indeed, I am Shorewin Tessel. I am a level 3 Cavalier of Corewood. I am a knight with a trusty steed of Winston, whose main goal is to protect those that cannot be protected, and have come into this group of wonderful adventurers and am beginning to find a home.
Outstanding.
Now.
Well done. And by the way, the players can already see it. The viewers can already see it. Every single view of Shorewin now is accompanied with a view of Winston. On this full screen, Winston's on the left. On every other screen, Winston is to your right. So let me bring one up here so they can see what I mean. Let's go to the monitor screen. And you'll notice every other screen, Winston is neatly nestled between Shorewin and Lilith. That may somehow be symbolic of something that's going on. We'll see. Hey, thank you, X-Star! Oh! 100, another advantage to every player. And guys, look, this is an honor system.
Thanks, Extort.
You guys have to track these for me, please, because I've got so many things going on here. I track my own, but you got to track yours, all of your advantages. And so all of you get one additional advantage. Every time you use one, please make sure you deduct it. And then if any of our viewers catch you cheating, I'm just going to kill you. All right. All right. So now go ahead and give us your Cavalier Monday. Cavalier life.
Cavalier life. Why, hello and greetings. I am Sherwin Tessel, and I'm here today to educate you on the Cavalier life. Did you know my plate armor can only be worn by me? Measured carefully and fitted to my proportions, this armor will never fit another person in 1,000 years. And plate armor is all I will ever wear. That is it for today. Remember, pursue an honorable life.
Woo! Let's give him a hand. Well done. I love pursue an honorable life as a conclusion to every.
Did he
Now
just
his
mute
mic.
himself?
He muted him.
Batteries just fell out of the mic pack.
This is the game of the muted.
Welcome to BlueBoxRPG.
I'm John, your host.
No, okay, that was really cruel, Lilith. I was not muted. I got so excited I dropped my mic and kicked the batteries out of it. So, all right, a pox upon your firstborn. No, sorry, I didn't mean that. You have a firstborn. All right, so let's get quickly to what happened last time. Oh, so go ahead, Josh.
Sorry, one last thing. A small, fledgling or wormling dropped something off that I really felt like I should show to everyone. It is from Dragon Crafting Guild. Now, please, it's not only beautiful, but in the eyes of a dragon, it glows.
Oh,
You have one
oh,
of the
what?
So you guys can see the
What?
LED
Let's
beauty
go!
that is this, as well as the legs.
I don't even have the glowing one yet, Josh. Let's go!
Yeah.
Hey, so can you drop that in one more time, Evelyn?
Yeah,
Dragon Crafting Guild. All of his stuff is live on his Etsy channel. You got to check it out. Hey, AAA, good to see you. All right. Let's get to what happened last time, and let's get to some some gaming. All right, so
Yes,
Evelyn, go ahead. What happened last
You're
time?
determined to kill us. We
Yeah.
get it.
And then he's like, why are you guys so cautious? Why are you planning so much? Why are you so
I'm just
afraid
gonna
of
break out.
death?
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna break out the 10 crit tables right when you're about to face a dragon.
Oh, I did do that, didn't I? Yeah, that's
I
true.
love it.
Sorry.
I'm sure there's a subliminal meaning why Lilith does what she does. Her favorite attack, it's just some.
Oh, what? Whoa!
All right. As we began, the Wayward Bolt and the Guardians stood together making plans on how to proceed with their assault on the Orc fortress. Noticing the dragon and its rider were not currently present in the fort, the party decided that the present might be the best time to make their attack in hopes of greater success. After several ideas were considered, the group decided the best approach was for Gimbal, the Guardians, and Millie to approach the fort using a group invisibility spell and setting small fires around the perimeter while the others held position for the gnomes and Millie to rejoin them. The gnomes, Ashrin and Ram, were sent away to collect branches and other wood for the fire bundles so that the members of the Wayward Bolt could have a final moment together before the battle began. Lilith bestowed bolt necklaces made from the small Gimbal's rock and the scraps of her dress that Brim had bought her in Hamlet. With these necklaces and a final bolt totem braided into Winston's mane, the party became part of Lilith's new clan. Millie declared that she was glad to be something like a sister to Lilith, and Brim shared his desire to be brought back if he were to die because he still has things he wishes to do. Gimbal warned again for everyone to make their peace now. The others returned with sticks and branches and bundled them together and handed them over to the group that was to set the fires. Millie told Shorewin not to die, and then Gimbal cast the invisibility spell. The gnomes and Millie worked their way as quickly and quietly as possible around the fort, setting the three fires as they went and pulling the attention of the orcs to the walls. Arrows began to fly as the fires began to burn higher. Brim asked Ram to take a position on Gimbal's rock so that she could fire at the sentries on the walls. Ram takes her position and is immediately spotted by the orcs and the humans. Brim, noticing this, decides it's time for the group to attack, and Shorewin charges toward the fort on Winston, with Brim, Lilith, and Ashrin following behind. The invisibility spell fades on the other group, and Millie dashes to join the others at the gate as Winston and Brim work to break the gate open. With a solid smash, Brim breaks the gates open. The Guardians begin spreading out to prepare their spells. The full battle ensues, with arrows and blows exchanged. A human bowman and an orc fall quickly and early at Ram's and Millie's attacks. Gimbal quickly goes over the wall via a tree and stuffs the miniaturized barrel into the orc's mouth, causing a massive fiery explosion to erupt, knocking both Millie and Gimbal unconscious and killing 5 orcs. With aid brought to them, Millie and Gimbal were able to rejoin their allies in the fight as Shorewin skewered an orc on his lance and Lilith killed an orc in her most favorite way. Brim called Jinzik to his side as the human mage the group had encountered before signaled for the Red Dragon and Gorjal. The fires around the fort continued to grow as the party was harried on all sides and suddenly the dragon and rider landed within the range. And that is where we end.
Wow. Well done. Give Evelyn a hand, our ever-present lore master of all things Blue Box. Well done. I've stalled long enough. It is time to get to the combat. All right, so, yes, bravo, bravissimo. All right, so we have remaining combat available, and I have everything I think was well said, Evelyn. Thank you so much. So Gimbal and Millie still have their attacks, and then the NPCs will follow. So you have Rayam, Ashrin, and the 4 living members of the Guardians will be attacking. Then the orcs will attack. As you know, you have just had the massive red dragon. So let me pull it back up on the screen here so everyone can see this huge red dragon with the orc warlord. Let me pivot it toward the camera so they can get a better view. This guy, already seen by the party in a couple of occasions. This is not a full-size red dragon. This is an immature red dragon, so consider it young. It's got a nice 30-foot wingspan. It's still, big, but it's nowhere near maturity. So if there's any hope for them, I guess that's what that lies in. And that red dragon has what's that?
Not terribly reassuring.
Not terribly reassuring. The red dragon is in fact a mad chatter. He is. You just don't know it yet. So watch for him to start. No, I'm just kidding. And then tonight, our giveaway. We have at least one, and depending on how we go, I may have a special giveaway tonight. We're already sitting at 40 viewers, which I love. We could keep growing. We may get, but we're gonna. It's winter. It's fall. Winter's coming. There's chill in the air. Leaves are falling. Everybody needs a Blue Box hoodie. So we're going to give away a Blue Box hoodie tonight. These things are super cool. If you already have a Blue Box hoodie and you win, we'll give you a Blue Box mug. If you already have both a hoodie and a mug, screw you. You have too much. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. We have a special. We'll have a special giveaway for you. Oh, thank you so much, Tim. Tim is just waiting to see his crit tables in effect tonight. And I've got it all pulled up. He's done some updating on them. He and I talked today. Those crit tables are in full effect. All right. Let me kill the pleasant music.
Tim said random recipient for the advantage.
Okay, so he gave an advantage, and I'm going to assume he's giving it to a player, not me. So, it's you, Millie. It's a 1 on the die. You're first up.
Thanks, Tim.
Congratulations to Millie. That's a way to get in good favor with these players who need it very, very badly. All right, so again, you have the flames that roar around. Everything is burning in fire. The front gate, let me pull back up the wide, ultra-wide cam here. So this front gate has fallen. This is where the barrel was thrust into the orc's mouth. And between the nat 20, the hit, the expansion, the stomach acid, all of it together created enough friction to burst that barrel. And there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 orcs that were decimated in that same blow. Thank you, Pat66, for the sub. No worries, as long as you can be here. And they were blasted down. Millie and Gimbal also fell unconscious, but in the following round, they received healing from other party members. They have very few hit points, but they are back to consciousness. And so this is the battle arena. So let me show here, before we kick off the music and everything else, let me go to the bright lighting so it's really clear. So if you're looking at the camera, you see Gimbal is here. Gimbal's the guy, he's got the arching magics above his head. So he's here. You have the unmistakable Brim, the mini that's bigger than every other mini on the table except for the dragon, is here. You have the gnomes here, 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 and here. These are each of the supporting gnomes that came from the gnome hold. Ashrin. Ashrin is here. Lilith. Look at that mini. This is Atris. His stuff is so amazing. Look at that. Oh, almost had it in focus. Incredible. That's Lilith there. And then, of course, you have Sherwin atop Winston. And by the way, I'm going to repaint this mount in the proper chestnut color this week. So I'm going to make this the official Winston. He's white for one more week. Well, actually, I guess 2 more weeks because we'll talk about that. But he's going to be up next week. And did I miss anyone? Nope, that's it. Oh, I'm sorry, Millie. Yes, Millie here. So you're kind of right in the thick of the action. There is an orc charging towards you with a steel shoulder pauldron. There is one who appears to be a mage holding up a head that is facing toward Brim. There is another with a chain and a ball dangling from his right arm and a sword in his left arm that appears to be focused on Gimbal. And Millie is right there in the thick of all that. And this was painted by the player.
I was still by the gates.
Yeah, I have you right in front of, so yeah, it's right there in front of the gates. I mean, it's hard to see right here on this cam. If you
Did the mic fall again?
I think it fell again.
Oh no.
Oh. And the dragon comes over to our side.
And eats us all.
Oh, okay.
I think you guys were going 2 different directions there.
Yeah, I was really hoping to go the non-entree
The other way,
route.
Yeah. The non-entree route.
Yeah, drop the mic. So you can see here on this cam, it's a little better to see. You are right in front of the gates there, Millie.
Yeah, because I was beside Ashwin because she had just
yeah. So you're right there beside her. I took pictures. And I reconciled this with all the pics that I had, so she was a little bit behind you, but not very far. Okay, all right, so with all of that said, let's begin the combat. Let me kick off the battle music and the proper lighting as the fires consume the fort. There's a red illumination. It was early evening as you came into the fort, and that red illumination lights the sky. And there is a ghastly crimson hue over this entire area. And we're going to start with the aforementioned individuals that still have their attacks. I'm going to turn this down a bit. And we're going to go to Gimbal. So Gimbal, you, my friend, looking at the camera, you can see where you're at. You're right here. The dragon has just landed. You see the dragon appears to be settling itself and inhaling. What do you do, Gimbal?
So, one technical question. I forget how you said that advantages work with spells.
Yeah, so advantages with spells can be used against the DC of anyone making a saving throw. So you can use an advantage for every advantage. That's 2 points to add to the DC. That's how I want to use that. All right, so if you use an advantage and your DC is normally 14, it becomes 16 for the one you're attacking.
And then on the current camera view, I see me. Would you be able to use your finger to point at each of the orcs?
At each of the
I believe
orcs?
there's 3 orcs in front of me, correct?
Okay, all right, so this might be a little bit easier for you to see. Let me go to this cam here. So this is you standing right here. In front of you, there is an orc aforementioned that has a chain ball in one hand and a sword. There's one charging toward Millie here. He is pretty good sized. There's one right in front of Millie. He has a shoulder pauldron on one side and here, it's a little bit better. Shoulder pauldron on one side and also an axe. And then there is another large one coming from this side who has a giant battle axe in his arms right here.
So there's 4 of them in our near proximity.
Yeah, you could technically add the one that's here, which is in front of Winston. So there's 5 in proximity, and there are 2 back here. If you can see on the camera, there are 2 back here charging from this side of the tent. So let me show you this again on the wider cam here so you can really see. These 2 are charging from the back. This one has the giant axe. This is Gimbal. These 2 are right in front of you. This one is charging at Millie. This one is holding up a head and casting some sort of spell toward Winston.
Okay, and Floxy is fairly close to me, correct?
Yes, so Foxy is the one there on the furthest left.
Perfect.
So she's right there.
So, knowing, she had previously asked, like, hey, wanting to cast a fireball, Gimbal will quickly turn his head and, trusting her judgment, but pointing to the orcs in the back, just saying, fireball them! And he wants to find the most advantageous position to get either the orc mage or as many orcs within his color spray, wanting to get the one most danger to him, and then hopefully Millie protecting her.
Okay, all right, so give me the range on that again, please.
15 feet. I'll double check, but I think it's 15 feet. Yep, 15 feet.
All right, so 15 feet. At 15 feet, you have the orc right in front of you and this orc here. Those are the only ones in this range. Or if you choose to pivot to your right, you can hit these 2, including the one that's in front of Millie. So you want the one in front of Millie and directly across from you, or the one immediately to your left and across from you?
The one, Millie and I are in the most danger. We got hurt pretty bad from that. So he wants to pivot. He'll crouch down slightly, reaching into his sack, pulling out various three different colors, and rubbing it in his hands, and shouting out, aiming his hand at these 2, getting the one directly in front of him and Millie.
All right, so this one here, which is rushing towards you, and this one here directly in front of Millie. You can catch both of these 2 with your spell. And go ahead and read out for everyone, because I know we've done this a couple times. I want everyone to know. Read out the description of color spray so everyone knows what's happening.
A vivid cone of clashing colors springs forth from your hand, causing creatures to become stunned, perhaps also blind, and possibly knocking them unconscious. Each creature within the cone is affected according to its HD. Do you want me to read the HDs?
Yeah, go ahead.
So 2 HD or less, the creature is unconscious, blinded, and stunned for 2d4 rounds, then blinded and stunned for 1d4 rounds, and then stunned for 1 round. Only living creatures are knocked unconscious. 3 and 4 HD, the creature is blinded and stunned for 1d4 rounds, and then stunned for 1 round. 5 or more HD, the creature is stunned for 1 round. Sightless creatures are not affected.
Right, so what's important about that is there's no saving throw. So there's no DC, so you don't need to use an advantage. So both of the 2 in front, so this one, and I'm going to put them on top of dice so we can all see and remember what has happened to them. These 2 suddenly let out a cry, and you see they're staggering and they look stunned. They start swinging and batting at the air helplessly. Millie, what do you do?
Okay, so that was the one with the shoulder pauldron, and which other one?
It was the one with the shoulder pauldron and the one that was charging directly toward Gimbal.
Okay, can I see the orc mage that Shorewood had attacked last time?
Yes, so he's right here. If you look on the camera.
Okay. I wanna attack him.
Okay, yeah, so you are, so especially with this one, he's in your way, but he's blinded, stunned, so you can close that distance to attack that mage. Go ahead, roll to hit.
I'm gonna do it. And
that's only about 10 feet.
Advantage.
Okay.
So rapier first, and then my dagger.
Ugluck the Girthy said you have a way scarier roar than the dragon.
That's a 24.
That's a hit.
For the rapier.
That's a hit.
And then I'm gonna do the dagger at just regular attack.
Okay.
Or not at advantage, sorry. So dagger. That's a 23 to hit.
Those are both hits.
Okay. Good.
Please roll damage on each.
Yes. Okay. So 1d6. Wait, Lion's Call, but it doesn't affect this. Okay. 1d6 plus.
Thank you, Celtic Boar, for the sub, and yes, Xtor 4711, great chat.
8 points for the rapier.
Okay.
And then on the dagger, it is 5 points.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. So you see, as he is casting. Well done. You see, oh, he cries out. Motes and sparks of green light fly off of his hands. His spell is disrupted as he's casting. Well played, Millie.
And she's going to look at him, and with all of her Millie swagger and her in Orca, she's going to say, "And that's what you get for trying to attack the shiny man."
Ooh. Don't attack the shiny man. All right, it goes to the allies now. So let me pull this up so it's a little easier to see for everyone. On the remaining gnomes here, and so you can see that this is the flame, the burning. So you do have fire that's happening in the back of the fort as well, but this wall was busted down, the barrel explosion, everything is aflame here. That's why everything is cast in this red hue. You see the gnomes, each of them step forward. As you see Foxy step forward, you see the dragon gives a great inhale as it pulls air into its lungs. Foxy, she hears Gimble's charge to throw a fireball. She gives him an apologetic shake of the head, and you see she starts churning her hands in a strange motion. We're going to wait for that. Then we're going to go to Gorin. Gorin here, the second gnome. He throws, hey, thank you for the sub, Moondog. He throws a jagged bolt of lightning from his hand. Gimble, you see the spells coming from the Guardians? You know they are of greater potency than even you are capable of. So whatever they've been studying while you were off wandering, they have excelled you in their potency. And Gorin fires a bolt of jagged lightning. As he fires this, it lights up the sky, and it strikes the orc that sits atop the red dragon. A jagged bolt of lightning hits him. You see it illuminates the sky, and it burns off a huge chunk of his face. Hold on here. Let me roll. That's a good start for you guys. All right, so you see as the lightning bolt erupts, it hits with a massive jolt as it strikes Storgajol. You see his face melts off on the right side. Bits of his teeth, the bones of his jaw and cheek. His right eye is blackened in the socket. Everything turns to molten flesh on that right side as he cries out. He pulls back and lifts his spear. We now go to Jinzik. Jinzik, he leaps forward. Gimbal. Here, Gimbal! He pulls out a small wand. It's a nub of white in his hand. He touches you with it, and stop laughing, Josh. You receive 13 points of healing.
That's helpful.
As he touches you with it. And then Nimin. Nimin leaps from behind Ashrin, looks at one of the stunned orcs, this one here that was just hit by Gimbal's color spray, and lets out a fire of missiles. You see red and orange lights that shoot from his hand, 5 of them. They hit this orc. He dies in a screaming pail of fire and hits the ground underneath the power of the missiles that have struck him. Rayam, she still has her eye. Let me move this cam here so you can see a little bit better. So Rayam, she's here atop this rock. There's still one orc atop the wall. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate all the subs and the follows. You guys are great. We'll get to all of that in a second. Rayam, she fires her bow at the orc that still remains atop that right wall. Remember, all the orcs have jumped off the back wall, and this wall has been knocked down. So the only orc that still sits atop the palisade is this one right here. And Rayam fires at him. First one misses. Second one hits. Ooh, nice one. So she puts an arrow, because he had already turned to look at the party. The arrow sticks fully in his back with a meaty thunk. He tilts on the edge of the palisade, but maintains his balance and pulls back, not falling. Now we go to the orcs.
Ashrin?
Ashrin already healed this round, didn't she? I had Ashrin.
That was the previous round.
Oh, was that the previous round?
Yep.
Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum.
She helped me up. That's all she's done this round so far.
She helped Millie when Nimin helped me.
Yep. That was the previous
Okay,
round.
all right. I'll take that because you guys aren't liars. I don't have that in my notes, but I'm going to trust my party.
I recorded it all, I promise.
I don't have those in your notes either, by the way, Millie. All right, so
It's literally there.
the ones you sent me today?
The ones in chat.
The ones you the ones you sent me. You said Gimbal and Millie have their actions and NPC allies.
Yeah, it's in.
Oh, she's in the NPC allies. Okay, I'll trust you. You've never lied to me before. All right, so Ashrin, let's see. Thank you, Proto Wood, for Ashrin.
There was a lot of Ashrin hate last time.
All right, so Gimbal, you've been here. Yeah, I know there's way too much Ashrin hate. She's a lovely NPC. I don't get it. So Gimbal, you've just been healed. As Ashrin looks at Lilith and on Brim, does she see either one of you injured badly?
Not I, said the pig.
I said the pig.
Okay, so you've got some damage, right? All right, so Ashrin runs to you. Here, lass, may this be of aid to you. And she puts her hands on you. As she does so, you feel the healing magic. You see the familiar glow of warm yellow light. Nice, you get 11 hit points back.
Nice.
Oh. All right, now the orcs attack. Okay, so let's start with the ones that are straight in front. This one rushes toward Gimbal. This one is struggling, dancing around, stunned and blinded, wandering, looking for something to hit.
Question, DM.
Yes.
Is my what is that?
Your entangling vines?
Yes, entangling vines. Is it still there?
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. So, when the dragon landed, thank you for bringing that up. When the dragon landed, you felt a pulse of anti-magic. Any existing spells, any protection, so the bless have been lost, Ashrin's bless, The vines disappeared. I should have mentioned that before. I forgot. I think that's all. The bless, the vines.
Lion's Call.
No, that's not magic. No, that's not magic. You're fine there. Yeah, only sort of either divine or arcane magics. Nothing that was sort of inspirational feats. Those are not affected by that when the dragon landed. So yes, your vines receded to the ground. Go ahead, Gimbal.
Was that a momentary thing, and did we notice that also affect their guys?
Affect their guys? Yeah. So any like the vines vanished. So anyone that was tangled up in them. Also, as I said, the sort of all the buffs. Not the natural feats, just the buffs, anything like that vanished the moment the dragon landed. You felt this wave go out.
I meant in regards to like their casters. Did we also notice them have the same issue as us?
No.
Indeed.
It was nice knowing you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Been a good run.
You might not have known if that would have occurred anyway, but yeah, I mean, there's nothing visible that would have struck you that happened. Okay. All right. That's right, Phantom. All right, so this orc, as I said, attacks Gimbal. This orc wanders around. This is the orc that was casting a spell disrupted by Millie. He turns his attention to Millie. This orc on the wall took an arrow in the back, so we'll see what he does. These two close, so this one, he closes on Foxy. This one closes on Gorin. This one closes but will not get in combat range this round. He's coming from the back of the fort. This one will attack Millie. This one will figure out what he does. This one also closes, and he won't get to anybody yet, but he's going to make up that 20-30 feet. He's getting close. And the mage. You see the mage step forward. All right, let's resolve each of these attacks. And I am sorry. All right, first, as the giant orc closes on Gimbal, you smell fetid breath. This beast stands 6.5 feet tall. He's got a chain with a ball on the end of it that's spiked that he swings, and a sword in the other hand. He swings this chain and ball towards you with one hand. Your armor class, remind me, please? Doesn't matter. He swings too high. You duck under it. That's a 2 on the die. He comes back at you with a sword, snarling. Gnome scum. Oh! A nat 1 on the die.
Yes!
A 2 and then a 1. Yeah. Do we have a Tim fumble table about to happen?
Be a fumble.
That could be fun. Let's see. Oh my gosh, a 2! A 2, what? Wait, where's the 2? I'm holding up here, like, okay, there it is. Yeah, you can see where I'm holding it there. A 2, 1, 2. That is a fumble. All right, so now I have to pull up the tables. And let's see here. Ooh, this could be bad. I
like these tables.
Yeah.
Good job, Tim.
Oh my gosh, 72. All right, so 10, 8, 3, and going to here, and unarmed quadruple. Actually, I don't see. Hey Tim, I don't see fumble tables on here. If they're not, I'm gonna go ahead and move to the DM needs new dice. He does. I'm gonna move to my Middle Earth tables. I see all the crits. I don't see fumble tables. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to give you just a few seconds. No worries if you're not there. I have my old school Middle Earth tables right here.
So he dies.
Wait, with the 2 on the die, that means a +10 to the fumble, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
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 This is why.
Yeah, you know
best
my rules.
Keeper
Oh, hey, Dirty Davy, thank you. Tim, I use J's or make them up. All right, so I'm going to use my MERP tables for that. All right, so I'm going back to these old school beat up tables. And sorry for the stall there. We're implementing new crit tables here. Just bear with us. It's not that bad. And I'll make them terrifying fumbles them. Hey, hooty hoot. Oh, thank you for the host, Marsavir. All right. Okay. You see, all right, I'll read the crit to you guys so you can, and then I'll tell you what it actually happens. You bite and swallow your tongue in the excitement, stunned for 2 rounds. So you see this orc as he rushes forward at Gimbal. When the ball misses, he brings the sword around. He bites his tongue. He chokes. You see blood spurt from his mouth. He is stunned for 2 rounds. Okay. We go to the one attacking, and this is so important, Foxy. Oh, that is just a miss. The spear slides, Foxy dodges out of the way. The one attacking Gorin. Ooh, that is a hit. And not a crit. This one, with a huge axe, slams down into the diminutive form of Gorin. Oh my gosh. Blood spurts from his shoulder. Ah! He cries out. Half of his arm is severed off. It dangles now. His right arm, his trap has been severed. Blood spurts from an artery. He staggers back screaming as blood careens across his cloak. This one attacking Gimbal. He also misses. Then the one that is in front of Millie. Millie.
Opportune parry and riposte.
Okay, go ahead and roll, please, because you might need it.
Okay. So that's a 13.
A 13. All right. You see the orcish mage that you struck. He staggers back. Human wench! He speaks to you in common. He takes this head that he has by the hair in one hand. And he swings it at you. You knock it out of the way with your blade. It has no
human,
effect.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, repeat that?
Not human, excuse me.
All right. This one atop the wall fires an arrow at Brim, ignoring the attack that came from behind from Rayan. That hits. And that second arrow misses Brim. You take 4 more points of damage from an arrow as it strikes you. The remaining 2, the mage. The same mage that Millie you faced in the alleyway of Hamlet. The same mage that you encountered in the basement of the fort, or pardon me, the moat house. He holds aloft his staff, and let me pull his picture up. You guys have not really seen his picture yet, and he is this guy. He's the same one that cast his staff into the sky and brought the dragon from near. He utters an arcane syllable, and you see a bolt of lightning leaves his hand and goes toward Gorin. So almost tit for tat, the same bolt of lightning that Gorin put towards Stor Gajal. This mage holds up his staff. He utters arcane incantations. He holds forth the staff. A bolt of lightning escapes from the staff and goes straight toward Gorin. Oh, not a good saving throw for Gorin. As the bolt of lightning streaks forth,
That's a lot of dice. That's a lot of dice.
you see the gnome's eyes go wide. The bolt hits his chest. He's thrust back against the wall. His body shakes and quivers with electricity as he's fried. You see the sockets of his skull illuminated, and smoke burns from his head. He lets out a squealing cry. And Gorim slumps to the ground, dead in a smoldering husk. That's sad. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Gorin gone. All right. The dragon. As Storgajol, he staggers back. He has his spear pulled back, but his face is blackened slag. He is not going to be able to attack this round from the damage he took, but the dragon has taken a great inhale. I need Gimbal. I'm going to let you do this. We're going to roll initiative because Foxy was already preparing. There's a reason she ignored your call for Fireball, and we're about to find out what it was. So, whether or not it is all for naught, I need you to roll a d6. And I'm going to roll a d6. Ready?
Ready.
Oh.
What do you have? I have a 2. Roll again. Okay, this time I have a 3.
I have a
What'd
2.
you get?
You have a 2. All right. As Foxy prepares, she throws her hands out, and you see some sort of force that starts to emanate from it, even as the dragon's fire breathes out. And oh my gosh, I hope you guys are ready for some good saving throws. Use advantages.
Yep.
A massive blast of fire burns out. Okay, so the radius of this dragon, let me turn the camera here. As it blasts out, it's going to catch members of the orcs as well. So all 3 of these orcs will be caught. Millie will be caught. No, actually this orc. So 4 of the orcs will be caught, as will Shorewin, Gimbal, Jinzik, one of the gnomes, and that's it. Also, no, this gnome as well. Nimmin, but Jinzik and Nimmin, but Nimmin is slightly behind Gimbal, so Gimbal will shield Nimic a bit. So I need you, Brim, to roll d20. I need Shorin. You're going to make reflex saving throws. So these are reflex saving throws.
Okay, so I'm going to use my Charmed Life ability, which is my swashbuckler thing that allows me to add d6s to my save.
Right.
And then I'm also going to use advantage on my saving roll.
I think that's
so
wise.
I'm just letting you know I'm doing this first.
I think that's wise. Okay.
Is anybody not using advantage on your save?
No, I used one.
Yep.
Still not great.
I got 7 for my Charmed Life to add to my d20 roll.
And then bless affected, but it doesn't affect anymore. What?
No, so the bless has been lost.
Yeah. But what did it affect?
It gave you +1 to hit and +1 to damage.
Okay, then that's all it was. Cool.
Okay.
Do we still have Lion's Call though?
Yes,
we
you
do,
still
but
have
that's only
Lion's
on clear
Call.
saves.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So I have a 22.
Okay. All right. Let me
Oh
write.
wait, hold on. Plus reflex. 29.
All right. Oh, so you have a 29. Okay. What do you have, Brim?
And it's just a reflex save?
Yes.
I have a 13.
A 13. Okay. And then you're fine, Lilith. You're not in the angle. Gimbal, I need you to make a save.
19.
19. Okay. And Shorewin, I need you to make a save.
Yeah, 14.
Okay. All right. It's a good thing it's an immature red dragon, but let's see what we have here.
Oh, that was a lot of damage.
Yeah, that was.
I'm dead. Please.
Okay, not too terribly bad. Could have been a lot worse. Okay. If you missed your save, and that includes Shorewin, and that includes Brim, you take 16 points of damage. If you made your save, you take 8 points of damage. A blast of fire.
I'm unconscious again. -2.
A blast of fire blows out from the dragon. As it does so, you see it illuminates. Now, let me roll for the orcs in front of it.
And
All
two
right.
of them are stunned, right?
Yeah, no, only one, because one was killed. One of the stunned orcs was already killed. All right, the other one that's stunned, he is blasted to slag. He is melted. This one actually made his save. So the one that was in front of Millie, the mage, he jumps to the side. He takes damage, but he's still standing, even though the back of his shoulders have been burned. This one, right in front of Gimbal. Oh, he also makes his save. So he leaps to the side. He actually blocks this one who was rushing forward toward Jinzik, and he takes damage, but not full damage. This one, oh, he takes the full blast. He is burned to a crisp, smoldering, and dead. Oh my gosh, my catching fire, exactly. All right, so, Millie, that's so hard putting Millie down. So I'm gonna put her face up because she's not dead, she's unconscious. And by the way, Millie's character, Evelyn, who looks highly PO'd right now, did tell me this last week that she is actually...
I have five backup characters rolled right now.
Five backup characters created for Greyhawk Awakening. Oh, wait, 1,000. Wait, do I have... Oh, I do have something for the... Don't I have something on the...
You do, yeah.
What is it? We haven't had that in a while.
I just saw it. It said 1,000 bits to restore a player's health / abilities.
Okay.
What?
All right. So let's give Xstort a hand. Thank you, Xstort. And as you probably just actually saved me because she looked really upset at me.
I know where he lives.
Never mind, Evelyn. Lilith is gonna come after you. You're gonna kill Milith? How
All right,
dare
Nimin.
you?
I told you that nutcracker was for a reason.
Oh, no. Nimin leaps forward as Millie falls. He thrusts a potion down her throat. Now, you're still out for this round.
Okay.
All right. And you're going to be at -4 to any actions or attacks next round because you're kind of stumbling up. You were knocked unconscious, but you will be fully healed after
and I
that.
get my abilities back. Correct? So that was my
Everything.
finale,
You are
everything.
fully restored when you come back. But nothing.
Thank you.
Nothing the remainder of this round, and -4 to anything the next round, because you don't just like pop up, ta-da! This is not a computer role-playing game, right? So you get up, you take the potion, you stagger, you feel the power, the healing that rushes through your body, and you can do something next round, but you're still disoriented. It's going to be 2 rounds before you're fully back to yourself. That was pretty sweet. Thank you so much, X-Store. You just saved my bacon, my friend. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. I gave damage to everybody. Yes, I did. It is time for initiative. All right.
Lilith won it last time. So
A little group initiative. Let's go. Lilith, DM has a 4.
Lilith.
All right. So, you remember that little initiative roll that we had there? Oh, I didn't even make a concentration check. Okay. Remember that little initiative roll we had? So, Foxy, too late for that initial blast from the dragon, but immediately after it passes, you see a giant shimmering wall of force that springs up right in front of the dragon, sort of creating a haze and strange diffraction of the light and the burning of fire right in front of it as Foxy slumps, breathing deeply after the exertion of casting that spell, and smiles with favor on Millie. He did for sure. And now the orcs attack. Well, there's not too many of them left. All right, this one. So Millie, you're still on the ground. You're not a target for attack. You're going to be popping up this round, so it's all simultaneous action. This orc, he looks at Shorewind, and he says, "Follow me." I need you to make a fortitude save, DC 13.
Fortitude save.
No,
All
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wrong. Will save.
Okay.
A will save. It's a will save. DC 13.
Can I use advantage?
Yes, you can.
All right, we're doing it.
And make sure you erase that advantage.
I just did, and so that's 19 plus 1, that's 20.
Yes.
All right. You temporarily feel some sort of tendrils of will trying to influence your mind. For just the briefest of seconds, you see Brim next to you and you think, my enemy. But you pull back from it by your force of will and your cavalier constitution. The life of a cavalier cannot be influenced in such manner. And you pull away from this creature's influence on you. The mage. The mage, as he sees the wall of force go up, he turns toward Foxy. Okay. He holds out his hand and he speaks a word. You see a blast of green light. Suddenly everything is illuminated in a strange sort of... Hang on here. I think I have this. I took it off my thing. I shouldn't have taken it off my thing. 1 second. If I can't find it quickly, I won't worry about it. In a strange sort of macabre hue. And as he does this, I'm gonna let you do this save, Gimbal. This is a pretty important saving throw. I want you to roll a d20 and tell me what you roll. You cannot use advantage for an NPC, no.
Oh. His friends just keep dying.
Oh no.
He rolled a 2.
A 2? Oh my gosh. All right, so as this strange green ray of illumination strikes, oh my gosh, you see Foxy, who is maintaining this wall of force. She is stricken. It hits her square in the chest. You see mist rise from her body. She lets out a scream. Ah! She staggers back. She slumps to the ground. She's quivering and shaking, but she still is alive. Her concentration check It's a tough one. Oh my gosh. Oh, Foxy, the hero. She holds out her hand. She maintains the wall of force. As you even see, she's quivering barely, yet still alive from the blast. Wow, 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 wow. The green light dissipates and is consumed again by the red fire. This orc runs forward toward Gimbal. This orc closes. Well, Foxy was actually blasted against the wall. So this orc runs forward and is going to close on Jinzik. Who still stands, but he won't get an attack this round. All right, Gimbal, this orc attacks you. He swings again. You are very fortunate tonight, my friend. That's a 7 on the die. That does not make the roll. And a 1 on the second attack. Do we have our second fumble of the night? No, we don't. All right, so he swings. Gimbal, you dodge quickly out of the way on both attacks. He misses you with those attacks. And I said Gajol does not attack this round. He has pulled back his spear. The dragon leaps forward and hits the wall of force. As it does so, you see a giant blast of sparks and light from the wall. As it hits, it's rocked back. You see the wall briefly seems to dissipate just a bit, but still remains as Foxy, shaking, holds up her hand even as green smoke streaks from her chest. And the one atop the wall, he shoots another arrow at Brim. That's a hit.
Yeah.
That's a miss. Brim, you take... Oh, not bad. It's a 1. You take... So it's a glancing blow off the side. Hopefully that didn't put you unconscious. I don't know where you're at right now. But you take a glancing blow off the side. Now we go to the party at last. And let me pull back up the different view there. All right, so... Just turn this a touch. Okay. All right. So you have Shorewin right in front of you. Hang on here. Let me refresh this cam real quick. Thank you to all of our mad chatters. We do need an HP ticker. That's a great idea. I'm just so engrossed with the combat tonight. I'm not being as interactive with our viewers. That's not intentional. I'm just super tied up in whether or not my players are going to die tonight. So hang on here, and that should bring it back. And it's giving me a funny... Oh, wait, hold on. I know what the problem is. Let's launch that one. That killed. There we go. And done. All right. So here on the camera, you can see Shorewin. You have the mage that's right in front of you. Let me try to put this here, not on him. He's right in front of you here. The wall of force still sits in front of the dragon. Storgajol has now sort of collected himself. He's pulled this giant spear back. The mage, the one that is sort of the bane of your existence, you have seen him repeatedly. He is here. There are only 1, 2, 3, 4 other orcs standing, and then the one on the wall. But of those 4, they're all surrounding Gimbal and Jinzik. The gnomes are surrounded here by these 4 orcs. What do you do, Shorewin?
We're going to attack that orc mage that attempted to cast a spell on me.
Okay, well so he's right in front of you. Right. You kick Winston as you punch your spurs into his withers. He launches forward, and you've got a good 10 feet. That's sufficient for your lance attack. Roll to hit.
I can't do lance attack. It's still currently in an orc from last session.
All right. So you're going to run past him with your sword, all right?
Yep, with my sword. I only have 2 advantages left, so I'm using one of those and subtracting it. That is a
Jab him in the face, Sperry 14. It's a gnome-pocalypse.
It's a 22.
Oh, that is a hit. Roll damage, please.
All right. I'm using my new dice, which I am loving, by the way.
I am
Your new Cozy Gamer dice?
They are. And that is 10 points of damage.
Ooh, okay, so I want you to tell me what it looks like.
Yes.
But then you also have to tell me what it looks like when you and Winston slam into the wall of force that's right in front of you from your momentum. All right? So, go ahead. You got the idea.
Atop Winston, Shorewind comes charging, sword raised above his right-hand side. He sees the orc. He knows what that orc attempted to do. He takes his sword and slices it directly across that orc's body. Winston continues his momentum forward, and suddenly he starts to feel a bit of the force and attempts to stop by cutting to the left, but slides along the ground and bounces into the wall, knocking us back.
Okay, I need you to make a reflex save, please. It's going to be a reflex save DC 17 to stay on your mount.
All right. I'm not going to use advantage because I only got one left.
Okay.
Come on, Cozy Gamer. Come on. Reflex?
Yes.
Yeah, that's only going to be a 10.
All right, you slice the orc. The head drops from its hand as you do exactly as you said. Your sword cuts it straight through the middle. You see viscera and entrails spill out. It falls to the ground, and Winston, careening, slams into that wall of force. So now we're going to go from the combined figures to the separate Winston and the separate Shorewind right here. You fall to the ground in front of the wall of force, and we go to Brim.
Okay. Cool. So, question, DM.
Sorry, I got to interrupt you. I'm sorry, I don't like this, but it was funny. So, flawless victory, Winstonality, Shorewind wins, but the best was Vivi's. Yes, the cavalier is without the steed. Cue Lilith. All right, sorry. Go ahead, Brim.
No, you're all good. I'm got butterflies, so I prefer all the time before. Question: would I be allowed to yell out to the dragon as well as attack creatures?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, for the rest of the viewers. I'm sorry, so you can see I got the wide cam just so everybody gets the lay of the land. So this is the wall that was knocked down by Gimbals in gigantic explosion from the barrel. All these back walls are cleared off now. You've seen orcs streaming out of all of these. There's only a handful remaining, but the dragon still stands between the wall of force, but it can be heard. So yes, you can absolutely call out a challenge or a word or whatever you wish and still have an attack. Go ahead, Brim.
So I'd like to close the distance to the closest orcs.
That would be the one right here facing Gimbal.
Okay, and am I able, just in case, able to reach another one within 10 feet?
Just barely, yes. Actually, with your reach, this one here is going to be just exactly at 10 feet. So I know what you're going for.
Yeah.
If by chance you kill this one, you would be in cleave range for this one.
Beautiful. So, as I'm running and I look towards the dragon, and who is, sorry, my brain is fried.
No worries.
Who is supposed to be my interpreter?
Jinzik.
Yeah, Jinzik, who still stands.
Oh,
Dope. Okay, I thought so. I was like, wait, he's still alive, right? Okay, cool.
Jinzik.
So
you've got
breathes
Foxy,
in
who's
as
barely
he's
alive,
running.
and Gorin, who's been blasted to slag.
And he points to the dragon, and he yells, Why do you stay in chains, beast of fire and brimstone? Rise, bite the head of your master. Rise as a dragon you are.
As he is going to swing at the other two.
All right. So I love that. I want you to roll a diplomacy check, and you're going to roll this at advantage. All right, so you don't.
Can I use another one?
No, you can't. Well, okay, no. So you've got advantage on this diplomacy roll.
It's my diplomacy. Oh, that's not amazing.
It's not going to be good. I know it's not good, but you're trying. But actually, you know what? Hold on. Well, I may modify it because remember, this is not diplomacy against a human. You're talking to a dragon, and while it's being interpreted, it's still your massive form, your feral cry, this animalistic nature that Brim unleashes occasionally is what's speaking to this dragon. What's your roll?
Sorry. Technically, 16. But with the -1, 16.
Okay. Okay, we'll come back to that in a second. All right, go ahead and go to your attack.
Okay, I'm going to use one of my inspirations for this first attack. I'm shaking.
All right, so you're right here. This orc stands right in front of Gimbal. This is your point of attack.
Okay.
Let me pull it from this other camera here. It might be a little bit better view for players.
Okay, double 17s, +9.
Okay, that is definitely a hit.
Okay, a D10.
Roll damage.
Okay, that is going to be 9 damage.
Okay. You slice, you catch him right in the ribs. You feel it crunch into his ribs. Blood spurts out of his side. He staggers back, but he's still alive.
Okay.
You do not fell him with the blow. Now we're going to go to Gimbal. So you see Brim race to your side. There's an orc in front of you now, which, you know, depending on how he may turn to Brim. There are 2 orcs beside you. You see Millie just ahead, laying on the ground. You hear Foxy crying out behind you. Gorim, a sizzling husk.
Seeing the one that just got, that guy, sorry to be him.
Remember to use your advantages, players.
Gimbal is going to go to one of the other 2. They're both right by me, right?
That's correct, yes.
Is one of them more threatening to an ally than the other?
No. The one that Brim hit does appear to have focused on Brim now. The other 2 are really literally looking at both you and Jinzik.
Okay. Gimbal in the split moment kind of pulls into himself. I don't know if Brim would notice, but he just pulls in and he grabs somewhere that is new to him as he will attempt to climb up this orc and cast a spell. Either one of the orcs. Not the injured one of the other 2. So he wants to climb up him just like he did with the barrel. But he wants to, just like he would sit on the shoulder of Brim backwards, he wants to do that and place one hand on his mouth as he casts Burning Hands.
Okay, all right. So, before we do this, I want to make sure we're on the same page, all right?
Yes, sir.
There's a difference between climbing an orc that doesn't see you, coming up from the back, and climbing an orc that you're facing, rushing towards you with a giant weapon. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible, but what I'm telling you is it's much harder and much more dangerous. So I want to make sure you know what you're doing before you attempt this. If you wish to recant or do something different, you can. Or if you wish to go with it, I'm not telling you you'll fail. I just want you to understand it's much different.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense, but you know what? Carpe diem, Geronimo, go out with a bang.
So, Ugluck said, but it's impossible. Extort.
Pat just gave you a restore all your abilities and spells.
Oh, what?
You just got all your spells back.
Pat 66, all abilities and spells are restored to Gimbal. So if you wish to change, if you wish to change what you're doing, you can. Or I actually kind of liked your just go with it. You can do either one.
Oh, it's so hard there. Oh.
His options just became.
I know he's got
Let's
more
not do
options,
the
but
impossible.
I really like what I was gonna do.
I do too. I do too. I'm not talking you out of it, man. I'm really not. So you're here.
I know.
So you're here. This is the one right in front of you.
There's better.
Here, let me switch the lighting. Might be a little easier to see here. So you're
Less
here,
deadly options now.
right there.
Yeah.
The options are die or non-die.
Ooh, tough choice.
Those are tough choices.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, DM221532. We'll talk about that on the break. That's a longer answer. I want to answer it, but we don't have time right now. Great question, because it costs a lot.
What would I be adding to that? Whatever. I'll do the color spray on. Can I? Am I able to shift to get all three of them? It sounds like all three are really close.
Actually, there are 4. So if you can, so if you look here, this should be the best view. I've gotten rid of the fire lighting just so you can see a little bit better. So there's one here, right? This one. There's one here, big one. He's the one that had the ball and chain and sword. There's one rushing forward, and there's one that's trying to stab Jinzik here. If you pivot and step back, you might provoke an active opportunity or attack of opportunity from this one, but you could get all 4 of them in that range if you wish to.
Yep.
You're going to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll definitely do that.
You'll definitely do that. That sounded more confident than I'm feeling. All right. So you take a step back. As you step back, you hear the dragon roar, slamming itself against that wall of force. The one in front of you swings. Ooh, that is a hit. You take 6 points of damage from a spear as you step back. Are you still conscious?
I'm still conscious.
Okay. Now I need you to roll a d20. You're going to make a concentration check.
Can I use advantage on this?
You can.
Do I add anything to that?
No, so concentration check is going to be against your, so you're using intelligence, so you're trying to roll under your intelligence, so take the lower of the 2
Under
rolls.
my intel.
Yep.
So I have a 18 for my intel.
Yep.
And I rolled a 16 and a 7.
Okay, so you managed to hold on to your spell. You cast color spray. You hit all 4 of them. Oh my gosh, Gimval MVP.
And as he does, he'll shift around, getting stabbed in the side. He stumbles as he does with the intensity of the pain. Again, sands of blue, yellow, and red dripping from between his fingers, and he'll whip up his hands. This time, as the color is spreading in front of him, almost coming up like a flurry of flames, as these colors illuminate around these 4 orcs, and he will yell. I don't know. 99!
I'm sorry, what'd you yell? Yell whatever you want to yell. Don't turtle up. Don't get scared. Yell it, my friend. Yell it.
That's all he had. Like, I don't know.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. Yell it again.
He goes, 99!
Okay, all right. All right, so I put each of these orcs up on black die. They have all been blinded. The 2, all but the tall one, are stunned as well.
DM?
Yes.
Someone just gave 2,500 bits to restore all of the party's health and abilities.
I'm sorry, what did you just say? I'm trying to put figures up on dice here. What the heck?
To restore the entire
okay, wait. So first of all, Q-Man, common, holy smokes.
Yeah.
Common, are you even a follower?
That happened.
Common, are you even a follower? Wow, thank you. Okay, so we are at our halfway point, and thank you for the follow. We have the best viewers in the country, absolutely the best. You guys are all
and Extort with the sub to QA.
Extort has been killing it tonight. All of you, Au Noir, Common, Extort, Phantom, Sperry, Bloodwild, Ugluck. I mean, just thank you for the follow, SK Darva. We're going to take a break, and I just need to take a breath. Holy smokes!
That's all my health goes back up.
Yeah.
John, this round.
Call is available again.
Yes.
All of anything of feats that you had used are available again.
The next round.
All of it.
The next round. The next round.
So we have to stay where we're at until the next.
Exactly. So whatever's happening now is going to finish this round out. The next round, and I'm going to have to figure out a way in game to make that work. But I love it. And
guys, don't die before then.
The dragon helps us, and so we get our health back.
Ugluck is saving himself from marriage. Hey guys, don't forget, we're giving away. It's getting to be fall. There's a chill in the air. It's like Patchwall. The party it's in Patchwall, a latter part of Patchwall. It's getting quite chill there in the Cron Hills of Greyhawk, Orth, and we're giving away this gorgeous blue box hoodie. If you have a shirt, you still need the hoodie. You're going to want one of these things. They are so cool. They're warm. They're comfy. Blue box hoodie is everyone's needed accoutrement here as we get into fall and winter. If you happen to already have a blue box hoodie, then we will revert to the blue box mug. And there is nothing better to enjoy a cup of coffee or a warm hot chocolate during fall than a blue box mug. And if you have both of those, well, screw you. No, I'm just kidding. We'll figure out something else to give you, and we're going to go to break right now. It's going to be a quick break. We'll be right back. Blue Box, thank you to all of our players and viewers. What a fun time tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. Before we go to break, we have two things. One, we want to make sure you know about Virtual Greyhawk Con. Yes. Virtual Greyhawk Con, I should have mentioned it at the beginning and I didn't. It is... I
still dropped the creds for it.
I knew you did. Of course you did, because that's just how you roll. I get too excited and I forget things. But Virtual Greyhawk Con, I can't believe it's a week and a half away. So if you have not signed up, we're dropping the creds again right now, because I know that's how she rolls.
Already in there?
Exactly. October 2nd through 4th, Virtual Greyhawk Con is going to be an amazing event. We have luminaries from the D&D world, including Eric Mona. You guys tell me who Eric Mona is. If you don't know who, like one of our players, who's Eric Mona?
I know the name, I just can't remember.
Okay, well, good. Education. He's started. Thank you, Ancient Gamer. Is that for the DM? Who gets that? Oh, you got your ticket, Sperry. Thank you so much. Thank you, Au revoir. Eric Mona started Pathfinder. That's Pathfinder.
That's right, yes.
And
yes.
he was part of the original sort of. He's a old school D&D guy,
I knew the name.
And he started Paizo and all the Paizo stuff. Pathfinder. That's Eric Mona. And then I already mentioned last time on Greyhawk Awakening we have Luke Gygax. Luke frickin' Gygax, original like Gary Gygax, Luke Gygax, the son of Gygax, incredible, and many others. Anna B. Meyer. We have Carlos Lysing. We have, of course, Jay Gasumba, Jay Scott, Lord Gazumba. He's got an incredible. They're playing in one of his campaigns. We've also got an Ask the Expert session, and then we have two Blue Box sessions. One on Friday the 2nd. Please sign up for that. That's an open campaign. Thank you, Ancient Gamer.
Yeah, they're all for you.
Oh,
by the way, John.
the DM. Yes, that's good. I'm kind of struggling right now. I need some help. And then we have on Sunday the 4th this group. Greyhawk Awakening. Now, just I want you to be aware. There's a lot of Blue Box coming in the next couple of weeks. There will not be Greyhawk Awakening next Tuesday night. Next Tuesday night, we have the week off for two reasons. One, because we'll be playing that Sunday and then again the following Tuesday. So there'll be two Greyhawk Awakening sessions within 3 days. That's a lot of work for the players and the DM. But also, one of our players has an obligation that comes up 2 times a year. We take Tuesdays very seriously here. We like to make sure we're here for you as fans. But so next Tuesday, there will be no Greyhawk Awakening session, but there will be the following Sunday, October 4th, Greyhawk Awakening, and then the Tuesday after that, October 6th. It's going to be fun. I cannot wait. It's going to be different. Like what's coming, based on what the players do, I think I have sense of where this may go, and I think any of the directions the players go, it's about to get very different. You think this is crazy? It's going to get crazy, crazy, crazy. Go ahead.
John, real quick, Bloodwild has a question for you.
Okay.
It says, does the restore the party's health and abilities that include the gnomes as well?
Interesting.
No, so I'm going to say no. That is only for PCs, not for NPCs. I think it's a fantastic ability that's been added, and maybe we should add something at another level for all PCs and NPCs. But I think with a 5 PC party, that's basically 500 bits per player. I think that feels very fair to extend it. Now originally we had 6 NPCs. We're down to 4 NPCs, including Rayam and Ashram, and no, I guess there's still 5, but Falksy is hanging by a thread. So we'll see where that is. And so Virtual Greyhawk Con, Blue Box will be right back in a minute. Thank you, Dirty Dave, for the sub. Thank you, Ancient Gamer, Lord Gazumba, our patron, X-Store, all of you. Thank you so much. We will be right back. Hang on. Blue Box returning shortly. And we'll leave our player mics hot during the break. You can ask questions to our players. This is where they like to talk about the DM. So if you want to run down the DM, if you want to criticize me, mention all the mistakes I made, I'm going to leave the room for a second, and you can talk to the players, and they'll dish on me for the next several minutes. It's a fun time for our viewers.
Let me tell you about John and Ben.
Yeah.
Oh, let me just say.
You've seen that John guy. I chutzpah on that one.
Yeah, what's up?
Can you guys at least wait till I walk out of the room? Just give me 30 seconds, please.
I got the restore, right? At the 1000 bit? Okay, so that is the same thing as what just happened, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
for everybody.
Except even that
The
will
one
not...
that Pat gave you was just for your spells and abilities. It wasn't your health.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can only get health back from the bit gifts. You can't get it from the channel points gifts.
Okay, so I got spells and abilities back.
Mm-hmm.
So then, once we're back at the top of the round, we all essentially get. Is this 25? Is that for basically a long rest?
It's our next round. Yeah, it's gonna completely restore all of your health. It's not acting like a long rest, because for us a long rest is only depends on we get a couple of points back depending on where we sleep. This is like a full, like if someone casts a heal on everyone.
Yeah, like if someone drank a potion.
Like that, for example.
Like elven milk potion.
I'm so pissed at myself still.
But it's all of your hit points as well as your spells and abilities.
So it's a full restore.
A full restore.
And that's at the top of the round.
Yep.
Okay. So I got color spray back. And my health, because I really needed that. So thank you so much.
I love the question. What is this John you speak of?
That John guy. We actually don't have Lore Masters Arcanum tomorrow night, Phantom, so it would have to be awkward next week.
Super awkward.
I've swapped to pajama pants.
As it should be done. As should be done.
I was like, I'm not wearing jeans anymore. I'm putting pajama pants on.
I have on my really cozy little like stretchy capris that are like, yeah. So I'm perfectly comfortable right now.
That was smart. I always have my blanket here.
Yeah, I actually have one nearby. I'm actually not cold right now, but if I need it, I have it. I always
have my blanket. Always have my blanket on my lap.
Yeah, I literally hold them. I'll show off my blanket. This one, it's my Christmas blanket.
Thank you for the 100 bits. Red sash.
It's got little dogs all over it. It's my little Christmas blanket. It's got little Christmas trees. Yeah.
Well, Christmas did start September 1st, so that works.
Yeah. I did. Really good.
Hey, Tashajan, who do you want that 100 bits to go to? How many does everybody... I have 1 left.
I have 7.
I have 10.
Do you guys even subtract your advantage?
Yes, I do.
I just haven't used any.
I was up to 9 at the beginning of tonight.
Oh, one thing I do want to say, this has been great, is, Winston currently has 2. John has not done any damage to Winston yet, and I'm not going to remind him.
Don't remind him. Why would you remind him?
I know, but that horse should have been taking some damage.
Winston has to be protected. He's in a little bubble.
We must protect Winston at all costs.
Great.
Winston's actually a god. That is.
I would literally
This guy's
die.
a horse.
I would literally die for Winston.
Also,
As soon as John was like that mage just looking at Winston, I'm like, not today.
like jumps in front.
I would. Lilith 100% would.
I love it how Lilith and Millie would literally die for Winston and Shorewin, and that will be it.
Well, Winston's used a couple too. He used one on getting the door open last session for sure. I like to use Winston's advantages whenever possible. I like making him the hero of the group.
That made sense for the door or the gate kick too.
He still failed though. So
I mean, he tried.
he did.
He loosened it up for Brem.
Hey. Also, I was terrified. I was at 19 health.
Oh,
You're at 19.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm at 19
wow.
right now.
Oh
Man.
wow! I mean,
19?
that's my health.
Same. I was about to say that. I'm like, that's my health.
I have
That's
28
my
hit
full
points.
health.
I'm at 13. So
Yeah, seriously, you and I were terrified. Like,
I was. When he did that roll, I was like, oh god, this is gonna hurt. Then he's like 16. I'm like, okay, it hurt, but it didn't hurt.
Well, the
Okay.
amount of dice that he was rolling was just ridiculous.
I think he was
Dragons,
being
man.
nice. I think he was being nice. Like, oh, that was too many dice.
Because I was afraid.
Baby's
I
dragon
really,
died.
really wanted to climb up that orc.
I know
What
you
bar are you
did.
eating?
Huh?
What chocolate bar are you eating?
Him. I was like, what?
Oh, it's a granola bar?
It's a granola.
bar. Not interested. I thought you were eating a chocolate bar. Carry on.
No, it's a fiber one chocolate tar, pretty
No,
much.
not interested. Too healthy.
Had I have not got that assistance, I would have gone for it.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're just like, just send it. That's also a very Canadian term. Just send it.
Meaning,
Meaning, like, just go for it.
oh,
Like,
okay.
Just do it.
Heck yeah.
It's like, yeah, like, just send it.
I mean,
See, look,
imagine that.
Look, there's a Canadian ancient gamer. Canadian ancient gamer, do you understand or you've used the term send it? Just send it.
I mean, imagine him climbing up top, face palming the orc, and then burning hands.
I mean, epic. Oh,
It would have
Heck
been
yeah.
amazing.
Heck
Or
yeah,
if-
it would have.
Man, think about touching both of his kneecaps, though, and doing burning hands.
Yeah, but see, burning
Oh.
hands actually is a very weak spell.
Oh. Oh.
So I figured sticking it down his throat
I was
orifice.
just about to say, you're sticking it all like.
Yeah, take this hand. And he's like, what? He's like, not here, Gimbal.
Not here, Gimbal. Oh, can we take that outside the fort? Oh.
Inappropriate.
Welcome to Blue Box RPG,
Where
we're actually are.
Oh my gosh, really? What happened while I was gone? Now I'm getting really nervous.
Well,
I said nothing.
Watch it again.
I am glad that honestly, about 80% of that joke went over my head.
Okay, so I see get a room and something about Winston and the horse. So I'm really wondering where this went.
Yep, it was all Lilith.
I know, like
that sounds like a thing that Lilith would do.
Yeah, totally
Lilith just tries to move this toward X-rated every single time. I don't know what's her.
Yeah.
You guys are the ones who said something. I'm just sitting here laughing.
Just don't read chat right now.
Dad, it was all her. Okay.
All right, so you guys have to help me now.
Says the guy that was talking about the bananas and the elf milk last time.
Oh, okay. I don't want to hear it. Like, stop there. I don't want to hear any of that. No, that's
So,
Burning's in the
subject,
growing.
where we have 30 seconds left on the clock. What I found really helpful is I added a wand to my inventory and called it advantages.
I just do that as a
Oh, you don't even have to
Oh.
do that. You just do it on the tracker.
That's
on the front page.
clever.
Oh,
You can add trackers.
Shush up. How do you do that?
That's
Right,
really.
If you go to
Under
the trackers and it
trackers?
says add custom,
See?
and you click it.
Okay,
and
so hang on, guys. Save that because I want to show that live. I want everybody
There
that's
we go.
watching to be able to see that. That's a great tip. I'm not showing your camera yet.
See, I've got challenge, advantage, tactician,
for
and
Android.
Winston advantages.
Do they?
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
they
So
just added it for
can you put that
Android.
down? I want you to show it in a second here. We're not live yet. Before we go live, and before I switch back to cams, can you guys help me remember? I got so excited. I don't even remember where I was in combat. So who has gone this round? Who has not gone this round?
I have not
I
gone.
have not gone.
All the enemies have gone.
Yeah, so it's all the players now, correct? No, I think that's actually true though. Wait, so the mage went, yes, he
Did
went.
I kill the mage this round?
Yeah, the orc mage.
The orc
The
mage.
orc
Yeah.
mage, not the mage, not the
Not the mage mage.
not the
Mage
guy in the
mage.
red robe that's been one of your nemesis from early on. He's still alive. I've got those
Mine.
4 over there that are blinded. 2 of them are stunned. Okay, I think we're ready.
Welcome.
All right, yes, all right. So we're going to come back here. And hey, welcome back. Thank you for everybody sticking with us through the break. And we got a good tip here. So we're running on Blue Box. Many people ask about our edition.
Edition.
And
Can we do that real quick?
Yep, we can run it up. So we're basically 3.5 or 3, which is the open gaming license. And I love the open gaming license because it's open, it's free, it's available to everybody, it's published, and you can use that. You don't have to pay anything for it. But we use a lot of 1E, 2E rules here. So we're kind of an old school gaming crew, but I am not against any of the new rule systems. So I use 5E for some of the monsters, some of the artwork, and the one 5E element that we use is what?
Advantage and disadvantage.
Advantage and disadvantage. So we use that. I think that was a clever thing that 5E added. So when you hear us say advantage, don't think this is 5E. It's not. It's really old school, kind of 1E to 3, 3-5 rule set, but we like the advantage sets of 5E, and boy, I love a lot of the artwork and the new systems and our new games and modules that are coming out. You'll probably see some more 5E stuff here on Blue Box, but our rule set is really that old school rule set. All right, so with that said, we've got the advantages that have been given out, the disadvantages. That's what you can participate as in as players, or viewers rather, along with those great restorations. And we've had more of those tonight than I think we've had in any session. And believe me, the players are thankful. This is where the viewers have been seriously helpful. Because we use advantages, but we're not using D&D Beyond, which, by the way, if you're playing 5E, D&D Beyond. It's incredible. Like, if you're playing 5E, why would you do anything else? If I'm playing 5E, I'm using D&D Beyond. It's the most slick as snot. If I'm a DM and I'm getting started and I don't give a crap and I just want to play, I'd be using D&D Beyond and 5E. It's a great system. Why don't I use it? Because I'm a curmudgeonly old guy that likes a lot of the old rule sets, and I like to customize what I do, and I like to have my own things, and so I like Beyond, but I don't want to be constricted to a specific set of rules. I want to be able to customize those. Enter RPG Scribe. This is becoming a Lore Masters Arcanum. It's going to be really quick, I promise. I won't spend a lot of time. But if you're a D&D player, RPG Scribe is a slick app on your iPhone, on your Android. And what we were talking about on break was how to use things like Advantage or other things on RPG Scribe. So I'm going to let Shorewin or any of the other players talk about how you're doing. You're showing us the screen. Talk us through it, Shorewin.
So actually, and Evelyn actually got me in on it. There we go. Fantastic app, especially for somebody who, I'm coming from 5e. This allows you to get your information in easier and be able to access your information and adjust really nicely. If you scroll up here, I'm trying to do this kind of one-handed. One of the big things for me is my trackers. You'll see my advantage tracker, my challenge tracker, tactician, Winston advantages are all there. And what's even better is down at the bottom, the little backpack right there. I'm doing this all blindfolded. Can I
You're
hit it?
killing it. Yeah, well, you brought up your keyboard. Until that, we were killing it.
But that little backpack there actually has my equipment, which adjusts on the main page my rolls. So as a cavalier, I'll sometimes have my lance and then sometimes have my longsword and my shield. So I'll switch back and forth. I'll usually do that down low so you guys can't see, but I'm switching back and forth, and it automatically adjusts my my weapons and the amount of damage it's supposed to do, etc. So it's really handy.
And then you have your casters have this lovely page for all of their spells, where they can keep track of how many per day. I pulled up my cleric because she was the easiest one to pull up, but so I can keep track of all of my spells, and you can easily manage and prepare your spells each day, and then it actually keeps track of my domains as a cleric, so it's really nice.
No, so like I didn't mean to make this a Lore Masters Arcanum. And sorry, go ahead, Gimbal.
It's handy.
So look, the reality is, what I would love is D&D Beyond for 1E, 2E, 3.5, 3, like that would be great, but that doesn't exist. So I've been using RPG Scribe, I hate to break it, I've been for like 7-8 years. My kids were using it when they were 11 and 12. It's been around for a long time. And so it works for some of the older rule sets. It doesn't really have 1E, 2E per se. It's got 3, and you can work with 3 to make it sort of 1E, 2E-ish. If you're not running on Thaco, you're running on sort of the newer, or Thaco, the newer stuff. But the spells and the systems are more similar than 5E if you're an old school gamer. So love RPG Scribe, great app, and now we're gonna get back to the action. Let me pull up the battle cam here and kill the pleasant background music, which is never appropriate for player death. I mean, NPC, I mean, it's all of you PKs. Go ahead, sorry. Go ahead, Evelyn, what?
No, I just said wow.
Oh, okay. And let's kick this guy off here. All right, and we're gonna go back.
I like the paper and pencil, but the eraser marks got a little intense as a spellcaster.
I think the biggest thing is if you're not a great, like for me, I'd still go on paper. I would use paper because I just know the rules so well. I don't need the help of an app. But if you have players that are newer to the game, or they're used to 5e and they like the D&D Beyond app, RPG Scribe. I have no stock in this app, right? I'm just trying to help old school gamers, right? It's how I taught my younger kids that couldn't track all of their stuff simultaneously. It gives them an entree into the more complex sets of rules. To me today, if I'm playing, I'm doing it all on a piece of paper, right? But it's a great thing for players that aren't used to that. I love RPG Scribe. Okay. Yeah, so Thaco comment, that's exactly right. By the way, when I run my Friday session of the virtual Greyhawk Con, that session is going to be using 1E, 2E rules. So it'll be the first time that I, DM Neuromancer / John, have run 1E, 2E rule sets since 1980, maybe 81. I was 9-10 years old. That's the last time I played that old 1E, 2E rule set stuff. And we're going to be playing that on Friday, October 2nd. Okay. Here is the battle cam, and it is time for the players. They have...
I don't know, Bloodwild. I'm guessing probably not since it's almost over, but that's up to the DM after all.
Absolutely. I love the new crit tables. I'm going to use them in everything I do. And anybody that disagrees can fall victim to my crit tables now. Because I'm a fan of these old school MERP crit tables, you know that. But the crit tables that I've adopted from the ever mysterious Tim, they're just like those, but they're more detailed. And they're not necessarily more lethal. Those were lethal too. They're not more nefarious. I know all the players are like, oh, they're just like, instead of broad categories, like each number has a different effect. Each number has a different result. It's a lot of fun. All right, combat. And let me bring back the lighting. Thank you for the follow, Waffle Cracker 23. Exactly, I know that. No, first edition was still there. Second E came out, 83, 80? You guys can figure it out. Anyway, I'm that old. I forget when things came out. All right, so no one question my authenticity. It's just my memory. All right, So we're going to start now with... All right, Brim. You have in front of you the Wall of Force. You have seen Shorewind fall off of Winston as he was struck by the Wall of Force. So we have Shorewind here, we have Winston here, we have the Wall of Force, we have the Monstrous Dragon. Thank you, Slimithinitis Painting. We appreciate the follow. What's that? What's that? Oh, you know that person?
Yeah, it's Steven.
Okay, thank you very much.
He's the Beholder King.
Oh, the Beholder King! Awesome! And Local Boy 79. I'm Local Boy 71. Thank you for joining us. So you've got those in front of you, and then you see here 1, 2, 3, 4 orcs. They're all blind and staggering around. Canadian Ancient Gamer, another advantage for the DM. I am rocking with advantages now. This one is not stunned. Can you see it? Wait, let me put my pencil here. This one is not stunned. He's blinded. This one is not stunned. He's blinded. These two are blinded and stunned. These two on the edges. Brim, the one in front of you, you see it. The closest to you, he is absolutely befuddled.
Okay. I thought I already went this round as I attacked the two creatures and yelled to the dragon.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you guys told me everybody had not gone, so that was my bad. Who has not gone this round?
I have not gone. Lilith has not gone.
Okay, so just Lilith and Millie. Okay. Well, Millie, you're unconscious.
I thought you said I was getting up this round.
For the next round.
I couldn't do anything.
Right, yes, for the next round. So no action this round. Lilith, you are here. What do you do?
Which one is an orc? I'll just hit an orc that's closest to me.
There is no orc close to you, so you could try to squeeze between Brim and Gimbal here. Oh, we got a cheer for Lilith. Thank you very much. Oh, hey, Zarathanon, thank you for the sub. We appreciate that. It's close, because you were about 12 feet away. That's normally beyond the range I would allow. But I think because he's blinded, you can squeeze between those two. But remember, you have all of your abilities back too. So do you want to do a melee attack or something?
Next round.
That's next round.
The next round, you
right.
said.
That's right. All right. So yeah, you can sprint forward. You can attack. Go ahead.
Okay, hit. I'll attack. I'll attack with my quarterstaff, which still has Shillelagh on it.
Yes.
Ooh.
Thank you, Ancient Gamer.
Staff. I don't have Bless anymore, correct? Do I still have Lion's Call or no?
You still have Lion's Call. You do not have Bless.
Okay. 17 to hit?
Yes, because he's blind, so he has no dex bonus. He can't see what's going on, so you hit.
Nice. Okay, so then 2d6. 7, 8.
Okay, and he was already partially damaged from the dragon blast to his back. All right, so you swing forward. Tell me what it looks like.
As she kind of runs forward, she'll kind of like spin her staff in her hand a little bit just to add extra flair. She won't go for his nuts this time. She'll just crack him on the side of the head with the end of her staff.
All right, thunk. You connect right with the temple. You feel it crack. You see his eyes both go immediately bloodshot red, and he slumps over. He never saw the attack coming. Blinded by Gimbal's color spray. And sorry, go ahead.
Indeed.
Yes. And we'll go to initiative. And so you won last time, right? No, you lost last time. So now we go to. Let's go to.
I lost.
What's that? Yeah, you lost.
I lost initiative. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to rotate on my screen. We're going to go to Gimbal. I'm looking on my screen. Gimbal, you're next.
Yep.
And
Dread this.
DM has a 3.
4.
Ooh!
Yeah.
That, by the way, is the first time I've ever won initiative.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Huzzah!
All right. So, Gimbal, you hear the blood-curdling cries of Foxy as she tries to maintain this wall of force. She's slowly getting quieter and quieter, and her air. You see the orcs around you hit by the color spray. These three. The two in the middle are still moving. They're swinging around, but they're blinded. They will have attacks this round, but they're going to be, obviously decremented by the blindness. The one on the far right, he is stunned and not moving. What do you do?
How far is Foxy from me?
Foxy is right behind you, but she's about 20 feet away. So she's here.
And the party's healing and abilities happen this round.
That's right. Yeah, so everybody has all your abilities. We're a new round.
Heal
So
up,
thank you to Quamin,
Yes.
however I say that. Yeah, he's given you. You've all got you restored. Oh, I didn't roleplay that. I should have roleplayed that. So here's how that happens. I don't like just like potions drop out of the sky or like. So I want to make sure this is in game. I think what's reasonable. Okay. Nimin leaps forward. As he leaps forward, he cries out. He throws a small green cube to the ground. Mother, thank you for this gift. May it be used for the sustainment of our life. He throws it to the ground. It explodes on the ground. As it explodes, there is a blue light that shines throughout, and I don't have blue light ready for my lights. I could have done it, but I just didn't have it ready. Sorry. I didn't know this was going to happen. And it suffuses all of you with this restoration of power. As this happens, Nimin staggers back against the wall. Like there's been some force of energy taken from him. Ancient Gamer is crushing it tonight. Thank you.
And one of our mad chatters pointed out that Ram didn't go last round.
Thank you. Mad Chatter's keeping the DM honest. So Rayam here, let me pull this around. So Rayam on this rock, as she stands there, she still has a direct shot. She's already hit this orc once in the back, but the orc remained focused on Brim. So she's going to fire again at him. Oh, that's a miss. That is a hit. And okay, Rayam. An arrow strikes him in the back of the neck. This orc, he slumps and falls, cascades over the wall.
Nice.
All right. Now the party has initiative, and again, this wall of what would I miss?
Phantom.
What Phantom ran with a crit fumble? Oh no! Come on, what's the Ashrin hate? She's a good NPC. Why does everybody hate her? I guess it's got to be my fault. I roleplayed her wrong. I don't know what I did. Oh, see Carson. Good to see you, Chris. So this orc tumbles over the wall. Now we go back to Brim. Brim, you are in the center of the combat. You see these three orcs. These two are blind, but they're still moving. This one is stunned. But then, of course, you also see the giant dragon, Stor Gajol, atop it. Hang on, let me show this here. Stor Gajol atop this nasty red dragon. The right side of his face burnt off into just a raw flesh stripped away and bone shining through. And then this nefarious mage that has been the bane of the party. Oh, and Canadian Ancient Gamer.
One for Brim.
Bringing beyond ancient help to the party. So that's for Brim. Brim, what do you do?
So I'm going to assume that Jinzik tried to translate as much as possible as he could last round within the Draconic.
He did.
Cool. And Brim is now going to move next to pretty much going down the domino line. He's going to just go up to the next one that he can reach, and then possibly another one if that's at all possible.
Yeah. So you're. Yeah. That's not hard for you. You easily take a large step, and you have. Hang on here. I knocked 2 away. You have an orc in front of you. He's not stunned, but he is blind. And then there's one immediately behind him. And you have room to attack both, assuming you have a cleave. So roll to hit.
Cool. And once again, I'm going to yell out to the dragon.
Why do you wait? You hesitate. Rise! Bring forth your fire. Look at your master weak, bubbling, stunned. Come with us and be free.
Roll d20 again for me, please.
With advantage?
Yeah, you can. Yes. Yeah, you got plenty from the viewers for sure. By the way, your last one was good, so don't think your last one was a fail. What's this one?
It would be an 11 with my -1 diplomacy.
Okay. All right. So you had a 16 the first time and 11 the second time, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And again, don't make assumptions. Don't shake your head, all right? You don't know what's happening. You don't know what the DCs are. You don't know what the whole backstory on all this is. So it's 16 and 11. All right, now roll your attack.
Okay. And I'm going to use another one of my advantages on this, so I have 1 left after this.
Okay. Thank you, viewers. You are helping the party. Brim attacking this.
Advantage. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, this blinded orc. He's swinging. You hit. Roll damage.
That is 13 damage.
Oh, you slam into him. Blood spurts from his leg. You sever half of his thigh at the hip. He staggers, but he still remains alive, barely. He looks towards you and then begins his swing. Now we're going to go to Millie. You are up. You see Brim pass you. Remember, you're at -4 for any physical attacks this round.
Right. Alright, so as Millie stands, she's going to raise her eyes and glare towards the mage, who has been her longtime bane.
An ancient gamer, Canadian ancient gamer again. That's for Millie. 100 for Millie. You have an advantage. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
She's going to narrow her eyes at the mage in the red robes, and she's just gonna start walking towards him with purpose.
Ooh.
It's you and me now, mage.
Ooh, okay. So, Millie, you can get to the other side of Brim. You can't get to melee range, but if you want to launch a spell...
I'm gonna throw my dagger at him.
You can throw a dagger. Roll to hit.
It's the one that she keeps in her little leg holster thing.
Yes.
She's on her leg. Not my Gareth dagger, but the other one.
Got it.
So roll to hit. I'm gonna do this at advantage since I know I'm at a -4 right now.
Right.
That is... hold on. 19 to hit.
That just hits. Roll your damage.
Yeah.
And it's just my dagger. So the little D4. Oh, and that's a 4 on the D4.
Well,
Nice.
And I don't think I added any of my extra damage bonus to that because it's just thrown. So there you are.
no, but tell me why that's important to anyone. What is that force for this mage who is about to cast a spell?
It could interrupt his spell.
It's a concentration check for him, right? So he was already raising his hand. Let me pull him back up. This foil, this nefarious mage who has been the bane of the entire party, but especially Millie, who he seems to relish taunting. And...
I singed my coat.
You see, as your dagger hits him, he curses. A warm red light that had started to emanate from his hands dissipates in the midst of it and vanishes away. Well done, Millie. Okay, we're going to go to Gimbal. Gimbal, new round. Yes. Yeah, so go ahead, Gimbal. What do you? So you've got these three right in front of you. The two in front immediately are not stunned, and Canadian Ancient Gamer. Every person that goes, unbelievable. Thank you. So you have advantage now, and you see you have this one is blind but not stunned. He was just hacked by Brim. He is hanging by a thread. Blood spurts from his hip. Massive arterial streams of blood that spurt out. Oh gosh, we got a Vivi giggle fit happening around. I don't know what this. Got to be our mad chatters. Our mad chatters are killing it tonight. And then this other one here, he is also stunned or blind, but he's swinging no one in his range. This one is blinded and stunned, just standing there. And Lilith, Phantom, thank you so much. Thanks, the mad chatters are on fire tonight. All right, so. Gimbal, what do you do?
Oh man. Okay, he'll run over to Floxy. Yeah, you said she's about 20 feet away, right?
Yeah, and unfortunately that does not provoke an attack of opportunity because everyone around you is blind.
Yep. He wanted to do so many other things. He's gonna run over to her and crouch down and just tell me, Foxy, how can I aid you? What can I do? What do you have? Scrolls, potions. How can I help?
Whoops. Hang on here. I'm struggling with my minis. 1 second. All right. So as you say this, you see that she is expending something of her own life force to hold this wall up in front of the dragon. As you get to her, she says, "Kimbo, it's all right. It's my time. There's nothing to be done. I will stand in the gap as long as I may." And she just pushes her hand out more, and you see more blue light extend from it, expanding the wall of force.
As she does that, he'll reach forward and grab her wrist to support her wrist, and with an arm around her neck, grabbing the other shoulder as an embracing fashion, giving some kind of comfort, hopefully, and saying, "Foxy, if you can pull, use me as a source."
Gimbal, as you do this, you place your hand on one hand, holding her arm up. You place your arm around her neck, and you say these words, and even before you say them, you feel a sense of draw coming from you, from her toward you. Do you give in to this draw?
Yes.
You feel she's pulling life force from you unwillingly for Foxy. Okay. All right. So here's how I'm going to do that. Ancient Gamer is on fire tonight. So what I'm going to do is you're going to take damage. She's pulling life force from you. But I'm going to roll 2 dice. And I'm going to take the lower of the number in response to Ancient Gamer's advantage for Foxy. Well, still pretty tough. So 4. So you feel 4 points of life force pulled from your body. You still conscious?
Oh yeah.
Everyone who's healed, fully healed.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yes. Okay. So 4 points of life force are pulled from your body, and she coughs, but she maintains the shield up. We go to. I want to go before to get NPCs. Did I get Shorewin? Shorewin, what are you doing?
Well, first thing Shorewin's gonna do is stand up and remount Winston.
All right, so.
And do I have any movement left after that?
No. So let me give you your options here, so as you can see. So you're here.
Yep.
You're only about 10 feet from the mage, so you could close on him this round.
That's what I want to do.
But you cannot do it on Winston. So if you're going to spend the round, right? So I'm giving you your options, right?
Gotcha.
So if you want to forego mounting Winston, you can close on this mage this round. You could close on this orc that Brim just, laid, heavy wood to, or you can mount Winston and pivot, but you will not get closing or attack. That'll take your full round. Get up, move to Winston, and mount him this round.
Okay, question. Can I, Shorewin, go to the mage, move towards the mage,
Yes.
and attack, but also command Winston to help the party as a whole?
Only if you can give us a whistle that would be responded to by Winston and tell us what you want him to do.
Oh, a whistle. Oh, I hadn't practiced that.
Kate always has to do my whistles for me at the other stream, so.
I mean, I can do like a song.
A whistle. Give it to us, Terry. Sorry, the best you got.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, I was not expecting this tonight. Okay. Don't make me laugh. I can't do 11.
I'm
Please
sorry.
do it,
I'm
and then
sorry.
Lilith will mimic
this
it
is
as well.
cruel DMing. If you want,
Hold on.
oh, that was pretty good actually.
Yeah.
Wet your whistle.
Oh,
Come on.
oh, yeah. All right, I'm good now.
No laughing. Sorry. Oh, that's probably better than that.
was
Well done.
cool.
Well done. All right. So you leap forward toward the mage. That's exactly 10 feet. So I will give you an attack on that 10 feet. As you let out a whistle, Winston leaps forward. So there's no specificity to what you said. Does
He wants to head towards the closest baffled orc.
And really,
And-
he knows that just intuitively. All right.
He knows to protect. That whistle essentially is knowledge to protect those that are attacking those that I deem friends.
Okay, so two things are going to happen here. One, I'm going to acknowledge our viewers. You got a nice for the whistle. Blood Wild Steve said his dog responded. And Phantom said you're being judged right now by the viewers. And then Mystical Unicorn Painting said his blue box expect the unexpected. Exactly right. All right, so I need you to make an animal handling check.
Oh, I'm good there.
Yeah, I know you are, but you got to make that check for Winston to know what that whistle means.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Handle animal is a +6. Come on. With advantage.
Make sure you mark the advantage off.
Yep. So that is an 18.
Okay, Winston intuitively knows he must protect Lilith. That's his first thought. So he leaps over Nimmin. You literally see Winston with his forelegs plant, his hind legs launch. He careens like an equestrian athlete over the gnome in front of him toward the orc that is in front of Lilith, and will come down on the hooves with him. But first we're going to resolve your attack. Go ahead, roll to hit.
All right. And my last advantage, I'm going to use it. Going with it.
Okay, last advantage taken away.
All right. So that's going to be a 22.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
Okay. And we're going to do...
His mane did flow as he moved in slow motion over the gnome to attack.
That's 9 points of damage.
Ouch. Okay. All right. The mage staggers back. He utters something in a language you don't know, but you're pretty sure you've been cursed. As he staggers, not like cursed at, not like curse, but like cursed at. He's
okay.
yeah, sorry. An ancient gamer trying to protect the players again. If Lilith can whistle better, can she get whistle? Ooh, that might be interesting to see. All right, so he staggers back, and still alive. As he curses at you, he holds up and he pulls something out of a pouch. We'll see what that is in a moment. All right, Winston, resolve the attack. He's going to get an attack on that orc.
All right. Let me pull him. Where are you, my bud? There you are. So he's going to attack with his bite.
His hooves and bite. He'll get both.
Yeah,
Oh, hooves, okay.
All of it.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets all
hooves
okay.
and bite.
So,
Yes.
and he's got 2 advantages. So first one's with advantage. He rolled. Oh, nat 20!
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you, Cozy Gamer Dice, because that is your die that did that.
All right.
So
now, do we have Ever Mysterious Tim's first use of crit tables? Roll for confirmation.
okay, no advantage here.
This guy is
16.
blind. Oh, that is a crit. Yes, he is blind. That is a crit. So roll percentile dice, please.
Percentile is. That is a 99.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
That's
All right, a 99. All right, so on the Ever Mysterious Tim, here, let me show these to everybody. I want people to see these. So I'm going to switch
You got
here.
another advantage, Shorewood, from Canadian Gamer.
Canadian Ancient Gamer. Wow, you are MVP tonight. All right, no, 99 is pretty good, Tim. There's no doubt about that on any crit table. All right, so what you do when you go to 99 on these crit tables from Tim, you have a level 15 crit, which I'm going to pull up in a second, to the body. The B stands for body. So you got L for legs, A for arm, H for head, B is body. You get X3, that means times 3 for the base damage, but the main thing is going to be that 15 on the body crit. So I'm going to pull up the 15, and I'm going to go to the multiple various crit tables.
It's a bite or a hoof?
This was the bite.
This was
Okay.
the bite. So we're going to go to teeth and, we'll call it teeth and claws. And under teeth and claws, a 15. Okay, it reads, ravening. You rip your opponent's entire shoulder from the body. The shoulder blade and part of several ribs come out as well, exposing the lung and an explosion of your gore. Your opponent is dead before you have finished throwing him through the air. 1d10 yards divided by 2, so we're going to say that's a 10. So 15 feet in an arc of spurting blood. So that is an Ever Mysterious Tim crit of glorious nature. Now, I told you what it looked like, but I want you to tell me what it looks like, Shorewin.
So Winston, as he comes landing down, quickly looks over to Lilith, nods, and quickly back. His teeth open wide as he grips into the shoulder and flesh of this wandering orc. He whinnies a little bit as he shakes his head, the mane flowing behind with the braid, and he rips the head back, blood spurting to the sky.
And then throws the
And
creature.
a part of him, a part of the orc did not fully rip away, and so as his head went up, the orc goes flying in a beautiful rainbow over Lilith and to the ground.
Blood splatters Lilith. Blood splatters the other orcs. Gimbal, even at your distance, blood strikes the left side of your face. It rains over Jinzik, and it's the most ferocious thing you've ever seen. Winston has a part of the neck and shoulder still in his teeth as he flings the orcish body away. Are you okay, everybody?
It's a pain bow. I like that.
I like that.
It's a pain bow. I like that. It's a pain bow. Okay, just remember those tables can work against you as well. Well done, Tim. No, she got a warm shower. Lilith did get a warm shower. All right, so who has not gone for the party still? All right, Lilith, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure Lilith is more in love with
Yeah, Lilith, you're showered with blood from Winston's maw. It's like this. It's a spiritual moment for you. You just feel this. Orc morale. No, the orc morale roll is coming, Bill. Don't think I have not thought of that. Like, everything is going pretty bad here. That's coming in a second. And you're on the right track as a long-time player, but don't think I wasn't thinking that already. Lilith, what are you doing?
Lilith, if you so DM will allow, she will try to mount Winston.
She does. I'm sorry, you did what?
I want to try to mount Winston. Can I mount Winston and still do a spell?
Okay. Well, you're right there. So, let me have you make an animal handling check, please.
Ooh, perfect.
Sounds like she's a druid. That's our bread and butter.
Okay, 1 second.
It was a literal bloodbath, is right.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Lilith, you are here.
Yes.
As you're sprayed with this blood,
She'll wipe the blood off of her face and then just grab onto his mane and like hop on ever so gracefully.
you successfully run and leap onto Winston's back. So we're gonna hold what happens after that next round. But you
and she'll just give him like a pat on the butt there, kind of like an attaboy for like just doing the pain bow.
The pain bow. I love the pain bow. That is fantastic. All right. Anyone else in the party not gone yet? I think we got everybody except the NPCs, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. So, Gimbal, Foxy, she's just maintaining the force shield. Her hand's shaking. You feel the life force just slightly restored from your gift. But she is really, you can feel it ebbing from her. She's giving everything that she has. You have Nimin here. Nimin throws out his hand. Missiles fly from his hand toward the nearest orc. Yeah, so you didn't have any combat in the last game, but you got all combat this game for sure. Oh, Nimin! You see missiles fly from his hand. They strike this blinded, paralyzed orc here. He flies to the ground dead. So you have now just remaining this orc who is blinded but not paralyzed. And then you have the mage and you have the dragon. Mm-hmm. Except then you see emerging from this tent, obviously having taken time to pull all of his armor on, you see a massive orc emerge from the tent. He looks like, what I'm going to pull up on the camera here for you, he's the biggest orc you've ever seen. He has a skin of mottled gray and black, and as he emerges from the tent, he lets out a feral cry that resonates. Obviously taking the time to don all of this armor. His eyes glow with red. He looks over at Storgajol atop the dragon and he pounds his chest and runs forward. He'll be in the combat the next round. He's an uber orc, exactly. I loved Kim's comment. All right, so now,
Ashton and Rayam?
yes, I'm going back to that cam angle here. So Rayam, she has felled that orc. She doesn't have any good angles here, so she's going to leap off this rock here. Let me pull up this cam so you can see. And leaping off this rock, she is going to sprint to this side. So no attack for her this round, but she's got her bow out. And let me pull this lighting up so it's a little easier to see. She's got her bow out, and she will have an attack next round. Ashrin, she runs over to Jinzik, and she lays her hands on Jinzik, and you see that familiar glow of light. "It's my last spell! I have no more to give!" she cries out, as healing pours from her hands toward Jinzik. Hold on, I have my music turned way down. That was really weak. Let me try that again. And there we go. You see Jinzik's wounds are healed. And now we go to the enemy.
You got this, Winston.
Here we go. All right. So, this orc, blinded, but not paralyzed, he hears the neighing of Winston nearby. As he hears this, he swings toward Lilith and Winston. It's a blind swing. It is certainly disadvantaged. Lilith, as you leap atop, you see a massive, brutal-looking axe, blood already on the tip, notched from battle. It swings toward Winston. You pull back on Winston's reins, and the axe swings right by his head and misses.
Good. I was about to ask Evelyn for your address.
I could take you there.
Okay, that's good. I'll meet you there.
All right, now, time to resolve some very interesting elements of what have happened here. Brim. Even at your first cry, you could barely spend the time to acknowledge, but as your words were interpreted, the immature dragon seemed to shake and tilt its head briefly toward Storgajol. As you said your second set of words, you even saw Storgajol's eyes go wide as he felt the mount beneath him tilting. In response, he pulls back on the reins that he holds. Nat 20 for Storgajol.
Oh, what a...
He pulls the dragon into the air. Uncertain it is, but not ready to betray. He pulls the dragon up into the air, and it flies off into the distance, bucking, arcing, moving side to side, but still under Storgajol's control as it flees into the distance.
Like gone, or still?
Well, gone enough, gone. Like if you want to shout something into the air, you can, but it's like, it's simultaneous action here. But like he's got it off the ground. The wings pull. It's not fighting him. It's just you feel like uncertainty on the mount. Like the dragon is not convinced of your words, but it's questioning. And Storgajol, his face half melted, is pulling the beast away from the combat. That leaves the mage.
And the big orc in the armor, right?
That's correct. The orc that came out, and the big orc that came out in the armor, and the mage. And you, Brim, have successfully somehow managed to push away the dragon. As this happened, Falksy collapses to the ground. The wall of force dissipates, and she falls unconscious.
As she loses consciousness, Gimbal will ease her to the ground.
You sort of gently lay her to the ground as you hear Captain Myamorph say, "Kill the mage!" in your head. Just kidding. All right, so you lay her gently to the ground, and the mage he utters a word. As he utters the word, he vanishes.
freaking time. Every time.
Okay. All right. The large orc, he steps forward. He sees Brim.
Hey, John.
Yes.
Can I use my fate chip to cancel out his ability to vanish right then?
You could. Yes, you could.
I'm gonna use it, because me and him have business.
Okay. So your fate chip, gone. Millie, what you do, as you see him utter this word, you have no more missile weapons, correct? You pull a rock from the ground. You fling the rock from the ground. You strike him right under the chin. As he utters the word, he does not vanish. He is now standing shocked right in front of Shorewind. And Brim, the large orc, and Canadian Asian Gamer crushing it tonight. Hey, thank you to all of our viewers. Thank you to all of our subs, all of our followers. What an amazing night you guys have made this for us. We so appreciate it. And a reminder, this is what rushes towards you, Brim. He is monstrous. He holds 2 massive scimitars in thick-hued arms as he launches towards you. Oh, come to me, Oga! Remind me of your armor class, please.
14.
Sherwin just got an advantage. Comment.
Oh, what? Oh, thank you. Oh, come on. Thank you, come on. That is barely a miss on the first scimitar. You pull back, you feel this sharp blade swing past your face. The second one, that is a hit. Squarely strikes you. You take 9 points of damage as it slices across your chest. He cackles and rages at you. And now we will go to initiative.
Gimbal?
Kimbo, come on.
No whammy.
Come on.
I want this mage so bad.
All right, DM has a 4.
4.
Oh, roll Celtic Boar. Thank you for the advantage for Brim. The DM's about to unleash his advantages. I've got 4 of them. I'm going to use them. DM, a 3 on the second roll.
3.
A 3 for you. Are you lying to me, Rory? Are you fronting me? Is that true?
No.
All right.
3, 4. It's been time.
A 5.
What'd you get?
5.
Yay!
Oh!
Yes.
Okay, I believe you. All right, party.
Let me at the mage.
You have it. All right, so we're going to resolve Millie and the mage.
Yes!
Actually, I'm sorry, Shorewind's in front of you. So we're going to give Shorewind the first resolve on this.
Just don't kill him. Let her kill him.
Don't kill him, Shorewind. Please don't kill the enemy.
Well, okay, you know.
Unprovoked.
Well, I have to attack him,
Yes.
but I'll do it without. I'll do it without
And
advantage.
Shorewind, you have an advantage from Canadian Asian Gamer.
Just use it. Just kill him, please.
I'm gonna use my advantage now.
I think that's a good choice.
25.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
Roll damage. That was the fakest cheer I've ever heard, Millie.
No, I said that was a hit. That's all I said.
I know, but
Only
your
6
heart wasn't in that. Like, what was the damage?
Only six damage.
6. All right, you slice your blade. He staggers back. He holds his staff up. He blocks part of it, but your blade hits the staff, notches it, that catches him in the thigh. He staggers back, blood streaming, still stunned that he failed in. By the way, it was invisibility that he was trying to do. He wasn't actually teleporting, but he was stopped by Millie.
Don't care.
And the use of her fate chip. Millie, you see him stagger back. It is your attack, Millie. And we're gonna stop there for tonight. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
John, I swear I will come to your house.
No, we're not going to stop there tonight. All right, everybody, you see it here. It is mano y mano, hand upon hand. It is combat between Millie and the mage that has plagued her. Roll to hit.
Okay, I'm rolling this at advantage, and I'm spending up Nosh point for a precise strike to double my damage if I hit.
Yeah.
Extort.
Finish him.
And Canadian Ancient Gamer with another advantage.
That is a 26 to hit
Nice.
That is a hit.
on the rapier, and then I'm gonna roll at advantage again for my dagger, my other dagger, my good dagger. And that is a 20, dirty 20.
Okay. All right, those are both hits. And yes, Auranoir, I don't know what a public enemy is, but the public enemy works. It's kind of sound like an enema, but we got what you meant there.
Okay.
Roll damage on both of those, please. 888, yeah. We gotta have a
11
screenshot.
on the rapier,
Yep.
and then 7 on the dagger.
So the rapier was what again?
11 on the rapier and 7 on the dagger.
Total of 18.
Yeah.
Tell me what it looks like, Millie.
Yeah.
I've been wanting this guy. You, sir, you cinched my coat, and I just don't like your face. And she's gonna take both the dagger and her rapier. She's gonna drive the rapier into his neck and stick the dagger in his eye.
You plunge your rapier. You see it go in through the left side of his neck. The blade plunges out through the right side with viscera and bits of tendon, maybe a piece of the esophagus plunging out the opposite side. Then you stab your dagger into his eye. He's stunned. Like everything happened so fast. He was sure he was about to disappear, and then suddenly he had Shorewind upon him. His spell was disrupted, and then the woman that he accosted in the alleyway of Hamlet, so sure he would kill her, the party that he had foiled in the bottom of the moat house with incredible disdain, now has returned to attack him. Storgajal has fled atop the red dragon, and it is that same woman that faces him, plunging her blade through his neck and in his eye. No! I can't be, no! He falls to the ground. We will resolve the remaining orc next week. This is where we close because... Oh, no, this is your long week, isn't it, Millie?
Yeah.
Millie, it's your long week. No, there's more Blue Box coming. I forgot. Okay, we still on.
We can keep going.
Please.
I'm so used to cutting off. No, we are still live. All right, so he is dead on the ground now.
Excuse me?
And we go to Brim.
Okay. Brim, seeing the dragon fly off. DM, he starts to see the sewers. He hears the clinking of chains. And he begins to lose it again. He turns to the orc, almost like seeing him, but not even seeing him. And he rushes towards him and he yells out in the direction of the dragon, not caring, not sure if he'll ever be able to hear him.
And Brim, you got another advantage. Ancient Gamer continues the roll. All right.
Okay. He looks off, glancing, and then brings his eyes to the orc, but he yells out,
You are a child of flame. Chains are not what holds you. We have always been stronger than our chains. Drake, break our chains!
as he goes and swings towards this orc, using one of his advantages.
Please roll in that 20. Please, I want you to now. Like, that's like so well played.
And then, is this orc bigger than I am?
No, definitely not. He's big, but he's not bigger than you. No.
That'll be a 24 to hit.
That is a hit. You really wanted those Tim crit tables. I know, but that doesn't get it. All right, so it's a hit. Roll damage, please.
Okay, still not bad damage. 14 damage.
Oh, yeah, all right. So,
Nice.
massive blow. As he's rushing forward, you catch him on the underside of the right bicep. You slice, you see bits of striation of muscle kind of spring, like the arm goes partially limp as he's swinging his blade.
In the cold air, his breath breathes out from him like smoke, and he looks at him, the dead look in his eyes, and he just says,
Give me all you've got.
that will end his turn.
All right, Lilith, you sit atop the place you have longed to be for so very long. You have Winston securely between your thighs, his reins in your hands. Sorry,
And you've broken.
I'm sorry, it's true. It's like I meant nothing by that. But I knew it when I said it. It's like, but you have him securely between your thighs. You have mounted your steed, or Shorewind's steed. You have his reins in your hands. What do you do?
And she's broken.
Let's give her a second here. Canadian Asian Gamer gives you an advantage to help you recover from your giggle fits.
What is I don't even know what's happening. Where?
Horse girls know.
The orc that's closest to me.
All right, there's only one orc left.
The big guy?
Yeah, so here, let me pull back on the close cam here. So here's Shorewind, and you are atop him. Your mini won't really sit up there, so I'll put you next to him. There's only the one orc left, and he's the one that Brim just called out and sliced. So I'll move him here, it's easier to see. And yes, you're right in range.
Do I need to move or no?
Yes, absolutely. You can get to him. You can cast. You can launch Winston toward him. Whatever you want.
Can I cast and essentially do a movement with Winston or no?
Yeah. So I'll have you make a concentration check because you've never tried to cast from a mount before, but it won't be hard. It's not like you were hit by a blow. So you think you can? If you wish to try, you can.
I'd like to cast Produce Flame, and I'll throw it at the orc that's there.
Okay. But you're also launching Winston toward him to attack, right?
Sorry?
You're also launching Winston toward him to attack, right?
I'm trying to steer Winston closer to Shorewind. I'm trying to get Winston to Shorewind, but I want to attack the orc as I go by.
on the move.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh,
Like if I
so
get like a
all right. So
and
so
then,
like
and
okay.
then
So
he goes to
all right. So are you looking at the cam here? I want to make sure we're hold on. Make sure we're on the same page. So
hey.
you're here. If you wish to, you can run past the orc. Shorewind's on the back side of the orc here. So Shorewind's back here. Or you can go through the orc with Winston. So if you don't want Winston to attack, you want to cast and try to move past him, you can, but you'll provoke an attack of opportunity because you're going to be right past that orc, getting to Winston.
Oh, okay.
Can you see that there?
If I go to the orc, Shorewind is already there. Correct.
Shorewind is behind the orc that you're attacking.
Okay. I have no intention to steal the steed forever, just to mainly borrow for a moment in time. I borrow. I'm trying to return the steed, but I might as well go. It makes the most sense to go there. I don't think Winston would appreciate an attack of opportunity.
Okay. All right. So
like it's in his cavalier training.
Your Produce Flame. What is the DC against that spell, please?
There is no DC. It just says I can hurl flames up to 120 feet, thrown as a weapon. No range penalty, same damage as a melee attack.
So that would be just a ranged touch attack.
Yeah. So roll to hit.
Roll damage?
Yeah, you're gonna roll to hit.
Oh, roll to hit. Yeah.
So and add your range bonus, so it's not a melee.
Okay. I'm gonna roll at advantage too.
Okay.
Okay. 2. 18 plus my range, you said?
Your range attack bonus, yes. So you're basically your base attack bonus and your dex bonus.
Yeah, so 21.
Okay, that's a hit. Roll damage, please.
What is the 1d6? Oh, for caster. So 3, 4, 5, 6. 6
All right,
damage.
6 points of damage. All right, you throw flame in the orc's face. He staggers back. Winston falls upon him. I'm going to let Shorewin roll to hit for Winston still.
Okay, yeah.
right.
So yeah, Lilith will steer to the best of her ability. Winston, we are one. We don't need to talk. She's created a bond that is so strong with Winston.
Winston's gonna attack with his bite first, using his last advantage.
As you're rolling, Phantom NJ said, way to make hay. Roll in the hay.
So that's an
Orenoir-
18.
18, all right. And then Orenoir said blue box horseplay. And Phantom said no stall here.
Yeah.
The mad chatters are at it again with their puns. All right, so 18 is a hit. What was the second roll?
18's a hit.
Yes, and the other, the hooves?
The hooves with no advantage is 12.
You roll both. Roll both.
The second
hooves.
hoof.
Yep.
Each
one
one
and
is
two.
different.
Yeah, each hoof is up.
1
12
hoof, then
Yep.
2
and
hoof.
12 and dirty 1.
Oh,
He has a -1 for his attack bonus.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's why it's a dirty one.
All right, so not a fumble. All right, So Winston manages to take a chunk of flesh out of the forearm of the orc, but the orc still stands. Now we go to Ashrin. Ashrin, she has no spells remaining. She runs over to Foxy and just starts tending to her. She is ministrating. She's got her hands laid on her. She's talking to her. You see she pulls out a poultice and starts wrapping it around Foxy. Gimbal, what are you doing?
Does Gimbal has a clear view of the orc? I was thinking
Actually,
the orc in
yes,
front of
yes,
the
actually you do. No, so you can see it's right here. You have a clear, like literally you could move 1 or 2 feet to the left,
Okay.
and you have a direct, I don't know how well that shows here. Let me go to this other angle here. This might be easier to see. And
Gimbal.
Ancient Gamer on fire, thank you. So a cheer for Gimbal. So if you can see here from this angle, so Gimbal is here. Let me pull this forward so you can see a little easier. Gimbal's here, and the orc is here. So you have a pretty straight angle right past Winston.
Okay.
It's 25 feet.
Perfect. So he will take his, and I believe, so this is going to be with advantage.
The 2 back walls of the fort fall over from the fire that is now consuming them.
So I'll use advantage. He's going to cast Daze Monster. So he'll look at he'll see Astrid run up. He'll look at Floxy and just in Gnomish give her a little you'll be remembered. And he'll what you did will never be forgotten. As he turns, seeing Brim and the others around the orc, and he will pull out his component and rub it and pull and thrust his hands forward, uttering again in Gnomish, kind of under his breath. You thought you had clarity, but no more. Now you are just confused. Casting Daze Monster.
All right, and the DC on that is?
So it looks like it's target 1 living creature of 6 HD or less.
I'm sorry, repeat that. I was
Target 1 living creature of 6
Right.
HD or less.
right, but there should still be a DC. There's a saving throw on that.
So then for days it would be 14 with advantage, so 16.
All right, so you've used your advantage. So he's got a 16. He's got a hit. Not even close. You actually saw in the last moments before you cast the spell, the orc had pivoted like he was getting ready to flee. You hit him with this spell, and you see suddenly he stops, and he starts staggering around. And we will go to Rayam. No, she moved. All right, so we go to Nimin. Nimin stands here. She steps around, and she holds out her hand. You see missiles fly from her hand. They strike the staggering orc. He is completely discombobulated. As he staggers around, we go to initiative. Next round. DM has a 2.
Come on, Gimbal.
Oh, I got a 1.
All right, my staggering orc. He is going to move. Let's see what direction he's going to try to. He's just completely dazed. All right, so he moves this way. That provokes an attack of opportunity from Lilith, Millie, and Winston and Shorewind. We'll start with you, Millie.
All right. And it's just my rapier, right? So.
DM, I wasn't in
Yes.
range of him.
No.
You should be right. I thought you were right. You were
Yeah,
with
I
him.
swung at him and hit him.
Oh, my bad. I hadn't moved the mini up. Then yes, you also.
Okay.
Okay.
I was using one of my inspiration.
Okay, that
Oh, that's
is
right.
a 25.
That is a hit.
Hit.
Roll damage, please.
Okay, and that's 1d6 plus 3. That's 6 points of damage.
Okay. All right, you slash your rapier across his back. There's thick muscle. There's leather armor and bits of plate on the armor as well. As you strike across his back, he staggers, but still keeps wandering. Oh, magic's on this. He kind of swings, dazed and just wandering around as he moves forward. Brim, you would be right there next to him then, so you have attack as well.
For my turn or for my attack of opportunity?
Attack of opportunity.
I only got a 16 to hit.
Well, no, he's dazed. There's no dex bonus, and that's a flank attack. It's a flank attack because he's moving away from you. He has no dex bonus. Your attack, that is still a hit.
Gimbal made it possible.
Yeah, thanks to Gimbal. That's
is
a hit.
6 damage.
You thunk your axe in. Oh, he staggers. He's close to the ground now. We're gonna go to Shorewind. Shorewind.
All right.
You see, this is all simultaneous action, right? So you're just as this guy is. He's kind of staggering and wandering. Millie, and then Brim. Blood is seeping from his wounds.
Using advantage because I want to. And that's a 17.
Nice.
That's a hit. Oh, it's good news. 888 has narrowed his MVP choice down to 5. That's really good news.
And that
Easy-
is
an easy 5.
11 points of damage.
Nice.
Shorewind,
Yeah.
tell me what it looks like.
Yeah.
All right. So, following Millie and Brim, seeing the ferocity both of them have inflicted amongst this orc, Shorewind steels himself, braces himself, and takes the training that he has been doing day in and day out. Orcs like this are the reason that he has traveled these lands. Orcs like this are the reason his parents are dead. He raises his sword up, tosses his shield, and... Can I grab my sword with my second hand?
You can do whatever you want at this point, yes.
Good. Grabs the sword with his second hand and rips it down on the skull of this orc, pushing through with a ferocity that had not yet been seen until it comes through and finishes the kill.
Wow. So look, party, I literally had no idea how this combat would resolve. There was a total TPK possibility here. You did lose 2, well, maybe 2, we'll see. 1 is clinging to life. 1 is already gone. of your NPCs, members of Gimble's long-lost Gnome Hold group. But it was great to see the crit tables of the ever mysterious Tim put into use tonight, and great that they only. Whoops! Hold on. I had to do another wrong. If you own, like, I want you all to come to my house sometime. I'm going to show you all the stuff I'm doing here. You'll get it. It's like it's.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of
It's. Sorry, I'm whining. We'll be back in just a second.
I've changed my name to Cade.
Thank you, everybody. Sorry, DM made his common mistake of hitting the wrong button, but I'm glad the crit tables of the our mad chatters. Hey, all of our ancient gamer. Who they say just general cheer. All right, so players, to our viewers, to our fans, can we all give a round of applause?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
We are alive because of them.
Literally.
The mad chatters, you guys are the best. So if you're watching tonight, and we're gonna wrap up, we got a giveaway to do. We're giving away this cool hoodie, and then hey, thank you, Common. You were insane tonight. What a great new viewer. We're so appreciative of that. Thank you. Extort, I was blind, but now I see. Yes, it was a DM fail. 888. There are no shortage of DM fails here on Blue Box. It happens all the time. So I'm glad the crit tables from Tim only worked for you. They will work against you at some point. We know how that works out. And Ancient Gamer will not be outdone. Thank you so much. Hey, so we love our viewers. By the way, if you're watching tonight, before we kick off our giveaway and then our stream MVP, please don't leave. You need to vote for stream MVP. We're going to raid Will. Hopefully, he'll be online. We'll raid him in a second. But stream MVP is very important here at Blue Box. I'm upping the stream MVP number from 250 to 500 now. So for this group, stream MVP will be 500 experience points. So you, as a viewer, get to give 500 XP to one of these players based on who you think should be MVP. I'm going to get ready to kick off the giveaway. As I do that, I'm going to have each of the players go around and tell you why they think they should be stream MVP. Now, we won't kick off the poll until all 5 have gone. So don't get ready, don't type in the chat or vote yet. It's going to come up when all 5 have gone. We're going to start
ready to go when
I know you do. I know you do, because that's how you roll. So we're going to start with you, Millie. Why should you be stream MVP?
Well, let's see. I clung on from the brink of death and came back and killed that mage who needed to go down. And I stopped him from vanishing again.
Yeah.
Well, so tell everybody, because I think I mentioned it, but I'm not sure all of our viewers were there when those first couple of sessions happened. Tell it from your perspective why it was visceral how much you hated this mage. Explain to them why.
All right, so our story goes back a little while ago, all the way back to I think session 1. And Millie was, in her bed asleep when a bolt struck her window. And I found a note asking me to come down because somebody had something very important to tell me. And Millie being Millie, she went outside to see what was up. And there was an assassin and this mage waiting for her in the alley. And they both tried to kill me, and I don't take very kindly to people trying to kill me. I mean, I'm on a whole vendetta about that against my father, so, and then we encountered him again in the moat house, which he escaped from. So, yeah, we got a little history, and I really didn't like him, so he had to go down, and down he went.
Yeah, so that was a fantastic sort of resolve, and he tried to vanish, but she used a fate chip, and fate chips are a unique element here at Blue Box. They can be used for all kinds of things. That was a big sacrifice for Millie, because a fate chip could have been used to counteract a critical on her at some point, or some other life-threatening thing, and she chose to use it to stop this guy from getting away.
It's for her RP.
And it is fantastic RP, and that's how we like to use those things. It's a great RP moment here for Blue Box, so well done. Let's go to Lilith. Why should you be stream MVP?
For the sole purpose, for how many sessions since Shorewin and Winston have arrived in this stream, Lilith has been trying to woo this horse forever. Love at first neigh. Has finally, in the middle of battle, mounted her steed. That's really all. Oh, and cracking. That's the most important part. The most important part. But the other part is not cracking nuts, but instead cracking heads.
Cracking skulls.
But mostly Winston, 100%.
Yeah, mounting Winston was the main reason. Well played.
That's all I care.
Well done.
Lilith can die in peace now.
All right. So if you haven't yet, type !hoodie, all lowercase, HOODIE, !hoodie to enter the giveaway. Now, Gimbal, why should you be Stream MVP?
Well, I mean, come on, the guy can't die, right? So he dazed another 4. I probably shouldn't have said that. He dazed another.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
4.
What did you just say? I'm stunned by because you've already died once.
I dazed another 4, orcs, and then I aided a companion, even sacrificing my own essence, and then even on the low, cast a spell so that the rest of the companions could beat the tar out of the other orc.
Well played. Excellent. Well done. And obviously, Gimbal has been so central to a lot of what's going on. Shorewin, why should you be Stream MVP?
This was Shorewin's week to finally show a little bit of ferocity. First, there was the killing of a mage who attempted to take control and make me attack my newfound friends. Well, we weren't going to have that happen. Then there was the beautiful whistle, and Winston's leap, and attack and destruction of an orc that was viciously attacking Lilith. And of course, the pain bow. No one will ever forget the pain bow. Then he goes and he assists Millie with the destruction of another mage without taking her kill, mind you. He left him for her. And then finally, knowing that what the orcs have done to him over these years, yet still missing his sister, he cleaved a giant orc and felt good about it.
Okay, so 2 comments there. First of all, well done. Love the pain bow. Second of all, you have blossomed from your first session. Your first session, you were a bit nervous. You were a bit halting. To watch how you have continued to evolve as a role player, Terry. We are so grateful to have you on the show here.
Thank you.
Well done. All right, and then last but certainly not least, Brim. Why should you be Stream MVP?
Brim should be Stream MVP because he was able to whittle down a lot of the opponents. He was able to really start to kind of maybe not get a beat, but get a connection with the dragon and try and kind of get inside his head and level with him and get him to break the chains that
That was huge. Dude, that was huge. And there were hints and seeds, so I love that as a DM because there were a little bit of things that I kind of fed you several sessions ago that you latched onto, but it was both the latching on, it was the role play, and it was the rolls that you had. That 16 was not a bad roll. That was a very good roll for what you had to do there. Not everything has to be a nat 20, and that was good. Well done. So sorry, go ahead, continue.
No. Yeah, all of that, and then a little bit of a teaser that sadly the other players won't be able to know because he didn't say it out loud, but the teaser a part of his backstory.
It was crazy. Loved it. All right, open up the poll for Stream MVP. You can vote for your MVP. You're giving them 500 XP, whoever you select as Stream MVP, and I'm going to run our hoodie giveaway here. All right, let me read everybody I see in the poll. While I'm reading this out, if you don't hear your name, you still have time to join. I have Bloodwild. I have Canadian Ancient Gamer, Myamorph, C. Carson, Celtic Boar, 888, D&D 888, Dragon Crafting Guild, Lexfire, Lordforth, Machik, Mystical Unicorn Painting, NPC Voices, Oranwar, Phantom NJ, Common, great new viewer tonight. Thank you. Set Monkey, always great. Sperry 14, yes. DM Quest, they call me Tim, the ever mysterious. Varsavir, that's Rory. Extort 4711. I think somebody else popped in while I was reading that. Oh, I Will Be Heard. I don't think we're going to mention him. Yeah, he popped in. So you're all live and ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll this 5 times quickly here while we're waiting for the MVP votes.
Yep.
Okay.
You vote for your stream MVP. I'm going to roll these 5 times. I'm going to go around in order. Each of the players then is going to roll. If you're a sub, this is your. If you see your name pop up, you still have time. If you're a sub, you get 2 d20s on your roll, so it's like an advantage. If you're just a follower, you get 1 d20. All right. So first one is Extort 4711. Millie, that is a sub,
Extort.
and he's been a fantastic chatter tonight. I know he's on.
He made me not die.
He's gonna.
This is fate.
All right, he's gonna exactly. So he's gonna get 2 d20. The next one is Oran Noir. That's gonna go to you, Brim. He's also a sub. Fantastic chatter, long-time follower. All right, next one is. Oh, you're rolling for yourself, Vivi. That's crazy. All right, DM's
Can I roll
Quest.
for myself? Or you can do
You
this
are,
if I
but you're
can?
not a sub. Sorry, you only get 1 die. And then.
I am subbed.
Well, it's not showing on my thing here. You're a follower.
I'm pretty sure she's
I have a little
sub.
potion by my name.
Yeah, she's a sub.
I don't know why this Nightbot. Okay, whatever. All right, you're a sub then. I'll trust you. All right, next, I Will Be Heard. That goes to you, Rory. I Will Be Heard is a sub. So we have all subs so far. Last, 888. All right, so we got all subs on the roll today. And by the way, let me show this.
Aw, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Ancient Gamer. That's so nice, man. I mean, with all that you gave tonight, it would have been cool if you would have popped up as one. But just know, like, here's how I do this. I want everybody to see it. I run these on Nightbot. These are all automated. So everybody that entered, you're here. So you can see how fair this is. And then I click roll it each time. It randomly pulls from these and then pops them in. And then we roll for them. So I want everybody to know you have a fair chance.
Wiley, the poll is at the top of your chat box. It's a little rectangle with a drop down.
But I think, oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
it's about to run out.
Ancient Gamer is going crazy tonight. But I think the poll, is it over?
Brim just won stream MVP.
Brim, wait, let me see. So what was the, oh my gosh, it was so close. Brim had 8, Gimbal had 7. It was neck and neck. Let's give a hand to Brim. I think it was the Dragon Whispering.
Bloodwild has magical Winston dice. Where did you find these? Can I get these? How do I find these?
I think it was the Dragon Whispering, Brim. I think that's what did it for you. Okay. So let's roll to see who has the giveaway.
Okay.
We're going to start with you, Millie.
Okay. Extort. Gotcha.
Extort has a
Natural 16 on the
a
die.
16. That's a strong first roll. Very strong. Let's go to Brim.
Come on. And there's the nat 20.
No.
I'm not
Really?
going to touch it. It is literally a nat 1 and a nat 20.
And remind me who you're rolling for, please.
Good question.
Come on. I could pull it back up if I have to.
That one.
Who had I Will Be Heard? I have 888.
Yeah, you have
Hold on,
888. Rory had I Will Be Heard.
have
Vivi
I
had
Will Be Heard.
herself.
Oran Noir.
Yeah, you had Oran Noir.
Oran Noir.
Oran Noir.
Oran Noir.
Oran Noir. Hunter. All right, you got Hunter. All right, so well done. That's a nat 20. Now go to yourself, Vivi.
I have an 8 and a 12.
Okay, so we're still with Oran Noir. Let's go to Gimbal. Rolling for I Will Be Heard.
I Will Be Heard got a 17.
Nice.
Okay, good but not good enough. And then last but not least, rolling for...
I am rolling with my cozy gamey dice. So here we go. It's been good luck for me tonight. And it is not good luck anymore. That's a 5 and an 8.
All right, congratulations, Oran Noir. Oran Noir has won.
Brim, you got it.
And
Advantage.
Brim, you got another
Brim.
Oh my gosh. I feel like so Canadian Ancient Gamer, DM me your information. I'm going to send you something. Like what you've done tonight has been incredible. So give me a whisper here, or can you pop our Discord channel creds again?
I would be happy to.
Everybody follow our Discord.
Yes, we do chat outside of stream as well.
We do.
We have RP chats that we do in character in between streams sometimes, depending on where we are in the game.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to raid Will right now, but thank you to all of you. You guys were incredible. What a fun night. Hey, players, you have fun tonight?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I thought
And
it was
we didn't die, so, you know.
We did
I'll
not die.
Yeah, mounting mounting Winston. I've made him one.
that is correct.
Winston, Lilith.
We are one.
Hey, we are one. That was absolutely fantastic. A lot of fun tonight. Thank you to all of our viewers. And let me see here. So I'm going to pick Wicked, make sure it comes up. Wicked. Studios. Still not seeing it. All right, what am I doing wrong, guys? I'm looking for Wicked Studios.
I'm seeing it right there.
Oh,
It's,
there. I see it there. He just didn't. Okay, yeah, he didn't have any. Yeah, all right. So, all right, we're gonna raid Wicked Studios. We got 10 seconds left. Any final comments or questions from our viewers or our players?
We love you guys, and we appreciate you so much. So thank you. Thank you.
The
I learned
DM advantage.
Oh, by the way, okay, another event. Ancient Gamer, stream MVP on the viewer side tonight. All of you guys were awesome, but holy smokes. By the way, if you're watching tonight and you haven't followed, or if you're a follower and you haven't subbed yet, we have one question for you here at Blue Box. What are you doing? Give us a follow, give us a sub, join us for Greyhawk Awakening. We are going to be back with this crew Sunday, October 4th for Greyhawk Awakening. Oh my gosh, it is going to be epic, and I cannot wait. And now we're going to raid.
Lore Master tomorrow night.
That's right, no Lore Master tomorrow night, but our Sunday Rune Lords campaign will be back on Sunday 1:30 Central Time this Sunday. That'll be back on, and then our next stream after that will be Lore Masters Arcanum the following Wednesday. Not tomorrow, but a week from Wednesday. And then it is Greyhawk, virtual Greyhawk Con. And
I just redeemed my mug. I got 125,000 channel points.
Oh, congratulations. All right, so you can just pick it up on Sunday. You'll be here on Sunday for our local stream. And we're going to raid Will. Raiding now. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. Woo.
Oh, man.
All right, let's make sure the raid worked here.
Yep. Rating with party 35.
35, that's nice. And we were